about to listen to the incomparable Win Twice Wrestling Podcast with your hosts, Scott and Holly. We always go over, brother, and that's the bottom line. Dig it? So, sit back, relax, and prepare to be entertained.
WrestleMania 20, billed as Where It All Begins Again, marked a return to the iconic Madison Square Garden, the same venue that hosted the very first WrestleMania almost 2 decades prior. The Ruthless Aggression era was now in full swing, yet the night featured a blend of legendary names, dominant champions, and hungry newcomers looking to etch their names in history. The Undertaker, absent from the ring for several months, would rise again, this time returning to his dead man persona to face his brother Kane. Their feud, steeped in fire, fury and family betrayal, would reignite on the grandest stage of them all. At the top of the card, the World Heavyweight Championship was contested in what many regard as one of the greatest main events in WrestleMania history. Triple H, the reigning champion, defended against Shawn Michaels and Chris Benoit in a triple threat clash of intensity and skill. Benoit's victory, culminating in an emotional embrace with WWE Champion Eddie Guerrero, was celebrated as the crowning moment of his 18-year journey. Yet history would later cast a dark and tragic shadow over his triumph, forever altering how it is remembered. Speaking of Guerrero, the WWE Champion defended his title against Kurt Angle in a match showcasing pure technical mastery. Guerrero's cunning and a famously untied boot secured him the win in a clever and satisfying finish. Elsewhere, Goldberg and Brock Lesnar collided in a powerhouse showdown, but news of both men's impending departures turned the Madison Square Garden crowd against them. In the end, Stone Cold Steve Austin sent the fans home happier with a pair of post-match stunners. The night began with a brash John Cena claiming his first taste of WrestleMania glory, defeating the Big Show for the United States Championship. Evolution's presence was also felt as Randy Orton, Batista and Ric Flair overcame Mick Foley and The Rock in a handicap match, marking the Great One's final WrestleMania outing for many years. Elsewhere on the card, the Women's Championship was on the line as Victoria defended against Molly Holly, who risked her hair in defeat. The Garden witnessed a clean-shaven Molly before the night was done. Tag team titles were defended in multi-team chaos, with Booker T and Rob Van Dam retaining the World Tag Team belts, and Scotty 2 Hotty and Rikishi doing the same for SmackDown. A night of emotional highs, awkward farewells, and moments both celebrated and later clouded. WrestleMania 20 served as a bridge between eras. One thing was certain, WrestleMania's place as the pinnacle of sports entertainment was as strong as ever. Hello everyone and welcome to episode number 81 of the Win Twice Wrestling Podcast. And Holly, it is time for WrestleMania 20 Part 2. Yes. Are you excited?
So excited.
Well, you've seen the show, so...
I'm so excited.
There were points of excitement in the show, I think that's fair to say.
Yeah.
When we split this up, obviously it's arbitrary in terms of show length, so it's just whatever the middle point is the cut-off. Were there any takeaway points from the first part of WrestleMania 20? And I've asked you this knowing full well you remember fuck all of what happened in the beginning.
That was so long ago.
It was a couple of weeks ago, to be fair.
The Cruiserweight Open.
And you're just saying that because you heard me scroll through my notes.
Yeah, I remember that.
Christian and Chris Jericho over Trish over that harlot.
The women, right?
Yeah.
Also the women's not match, but the let's get undressed and roll around.
The only women's match we've seen so far is the undress match.
Yes.
The other women's matches in the part which you've now just realised.
Yeah.
So we've got a lot of heavy hitters in the second part of the show.
Yes, we do.
In terms of matchups, and we've got one women's title match as well, which hits heavy for different reasons. Again, you've never seen WrestleMania 20.
No.
Having seen the second part of it,
yes.
Are there things that you know as a fan that you've seen clips of later on through the years?
Yes.
Potentially the show closer.
And now I know where they've come from.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Having not seen the matches, as they were kind of... Because they weren't really being... Well, you would have known a couple of them because they mentioned them through the show.
Uh-huh.
I know there's one that you would have dreaded. But were there ones that you thought, "Do you know what, I'm actually really interested to see what this looks like"?
Yes.
WWE title match, I assume, being one of them.
Absolutely.
World title match, I imagine, being the other.
Yes, too.
And I expect the first match that we're going to cover as part 2 would have been of interest to you for different reasons as well.
Shut up.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm not mad at it.
Okay, well, I'm just saying. I was just
I'm not
wanted
mad
to lay the land. So where we left off last time is the end of the Cruiserweight Open. Chavo Guerrero walking out still the Cruiserweight champion. We now hand over to JR and King, with the former telling us that we're just moments away from the second interpromotional match of the night. Lawler is quick to point out that the first promotional match was a slobber knocker. He provided the slobber, and they provided the... JR is quick to cut him off with a dismissive hand wave, saying he gets it, before returning us to the topic du jour.
I like that.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, I like that.
It's one of King's finer moments for a dirty old perv. The promotional graphic for the upcoming match between Brock Lesnar, speaking of providing the slobber, Holly, I think you were providing it for this one. The promotional graphic for the upcoming match between Brock Lesnar and Goldberg appears on screen, but not only that, Holly, the special guest referee for this match is none other than Mr. Stone Cold Stephen Austin. That's a lot of meat.
That's a lot of man.
That's a lot of man in this match, right?
Yeah, I'm alright with it.
And this kind of is the genesis of what would come in later years between Goldberg and Brock Lesnar. It all stemmed from this particular moment.
Okay.
And what I actually thought they did quite well with the Brock Lesnar and Goldberg stuff is they made it look like Brock Lesnar can dominate everyone, but he cannot get to grips with Goldberg. So it's quite good to see that even the monster has something that can slay him on a regular basis. And I remember, and I think Jamie would agree, well, I don't know if he would actually, I don't want to put words in his mouth. I was really looking forward to this match.
Okay.
Because I thought it's like carbon copies of each other. I would say Lesnar's got more athleticism from the youth, but like his jumping ability and he can fly. His agility,
ridiculous.
his quickness. Obviously, Goldberg's come from an NFL background himself, so there's some parallels there. Obviously, the fact Brock would try out for the Minnesota Vikings and nearly make the team, to be fair to him. I was very intrigued to see how this was going to look.
Me too.
Yeah, I was intrigued from a wrestling perspective. You were intrigued in a meat-slapping meat.
Not just that.
Okay.
It helps. But, yeah, I think the build-up to this match was good too. As in, like, the VT prep that was done for it was very good. Because usually I will admit I will switch off in a VT. I don't really care. But this one I was like, oh, okay. Like, it was nice for me to get a bit of perspective on the other clashes that they'd had, or near clashes and all that
I think
stuff.
Again, in hindsight, what do you think of its placement on the card? Too low down or just about right?
I would have put it in the first half.
Really?
If I'm honest. Mainly because, this is going to sound a bit harsh, in hindsight, having watched the whole thing, for me, most things that interested me were all in the second half.
Yep.
And that's fine. But I was like, I would have given a bit of something to the first
But you also
half.
saw how this match plays out.
Well, yes.
For me, and I understand why they couldn't, on paper, I'd have had this go out second to last.
Ooh, okay.
I'd have taken out a certain man's return.
Oh, God, yeah, get rid of that.
But the thing is,
or move that
reaction was better than what happened in this, so it probably worked out for the best. But in paper, looking at it, I put that match later on.
Okay, yeah.
Just because there's more... Let's be fair, so we're talking about, obviously, The Undertaker's return. I don't think anyone's thinking, oh, he's coming back to lose to Kane. Like, no one's thinking this. No one's thinking this. So I would have had it later on, personally.
Okay.
To give us a bit more meat on this proverbial bone, there you go, a video package plays showing how these two men cross each other's path, and it goes back to the Royal Rumble. Goldberg was being interviewed backstage about being number 30. He was then rudely interrupted by Brock Lesnar, who had just successfully defended his WWE title against the always threatening challenger, Hardcore Holly.
Do you know he broke his neck?
Did you know that's why they had this match? Because it was Brock Lesnar that broke his neck.
Are you serious?
Yeah. You looked at me like I was like, wow, you're really good at acting in this one.
Oh, God, no.
Yeah, no, it was during a match on SmackDown.
I think you have definitely told me
Brock
this.
Lesnar powerbombed him, right on his neck, and that's what broke it. So that's what put him out. And then Hardcore Holly comes back and somehow gets a main event, basically.
Oh, okay.
And then is summarily beaten in that match by Brock Lesnar. There's something about Hardcore Holly. He strikes me as a bully. Everything I see of him, and yeah, sure, you're a big tough guy. It's very impressive. I'm very proud of you. Have a cupcake. But he'll then he uses his position, I feel like, to, and when I say take advantage, I don't mean in a sexual way.
No,
I mean just physically take advantage of someone, because what are they going to do? And not because, like there are some people, like he does it at a Royal Rumble, and to be fair, so does Benoit and Eddie Guerrero, join in on with Daniel Puder, who I think we've talked about previously, and we'll talk about him more obviously when we come to do the 2005 Royal Rumble, and they are beating the piss out of him in the middle of this Royal Rumble match, because yeah, sure, he had a bit of an attitude problem, but they're also doing it and he can't do anything back, because then that would completely ruin the illusion. And Daniel Puder was a mixed martial artist, so I'll be honest, if him and Hardcore Holly actually went toe to toe, my money's on Puder. My money is on Puder. And Puder also had an incident. Actually, I don't know how amazing that he's come into the conversation. So this was part of Tough Enough. He was the one that actually won it, and The Miz came second.
Oh, that year?
Yes.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, and they had like this moment on SmackDown where Kurt Angle comes to the ring and challenges them to amateur wrestle with him, legitimately.
Yeah.
And obviously, Olympic gold medalist, he's going to beat all of them. And he does. He outpositions one after the other, every single one of them. And with Daniel Puder, he goes to take him down, and Puder goes, well, I know MMA. I'm going to put a Kimura on you. So he starts bending Angle's arm behind his back. Unfortunately, Angle tilted himself, so Puder's shoulders were against the counter, and they did a quick count. Otherwise, Puder could have, if he could have broken his arm, and you could tell afterwards Angle was pissed off at that. But if you're legitimately doing it, you've got to tell these people, we're going to do this. By the way, don't use any of that shit on me, or whatever it is. But yeah, so going back to Hardcore Holly being a bully, he just strikes me as an arsehole, like a genuine arsehole. Some of his stories about other wrestlers are funny because everything seems to piss him off. Like, everything that's ever happened. Do you know what? There's a dickhead in every one of his stories. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, I see.
And if there's a dickhead in every one of your stories, you're probably the dickhead. Okay? And yes, I'm aware he could kick my ass, but there's no cameras, so he's not getting anything out of it for it. But yeah, don't like the man. So anyway, he lost at the Royal Rumble to Brock Lesnar. And Brock Lesnar comes out to brag, because you would, I guess, if you beat the illustrious Hardcore Holly for the WWE title. We then see highlights of Goldberg tearing through the competition in the Royal Rumble, only to be interrupted once again by Brock Lesnar, who delivers an F5 in the middle of the ring. As Goldberg stares Lesnar down, Kurt Angle eliminates him. Friend of the show. Backstage at Raw, we see Stone Cold strongly suggest that Goldberg head to No Way Out to get a measure of revenge. It's all very tongue-in-cheek, as Stone Cold tells him not to do anything that he wouldn't do himself. And Holly's like, you tell him, Daddy.
Oh, no.
This takes us... No,
fine.
It. Sorry.
Oh.
This takes us back to the beginning of the year, Holly, where we covered No Way Out 2004. So we've actually seen the culmination of that. So we know what happens from here. Goldberg interferes, and Eddie walks away as the WWE champion. Lesnar says that because of Goldberg, he cannot sleep at night. Holly feels the same, but for very different reasons. Brock even drops to his knees and asks Vincent McMahon to grant him a match at WrestleMania against Goldberg. Holly drops to her knees. Anyway, we'll leave that one.
Stop it.
Vince says that with the state of mind Brock Lesnar is in, the armed forces couldn't contain the chaos. Apparently, Seven Nation Army couldn't hold him back. So he unfortunately has to say, the glass breaks. And out comes Stone Cold on his ATV. He hit 0 fans this time, so that was good. Austin forces the hand of McMahon, who concedes, but says that Stone Cold himself will have to be the official. But before that, Stone Cold will be put to the test as an official for a match between Eric Bischoff and Vince McMahon. Oh, I'll tell you what, I bet that had them coming in. With the two men brawling on the outside, Austin is distracted and Brock Lesnar delivers an F5 to the Texas Rattlesnake. Mistake. Lesnar says if it wasn't for Austin giving Goldberg that ticket for No Way Out, he would still be the WWE champion. And if it wasn't for the creative team suggesting that Brock Lesnar should beat Stone Cold on a throwaway Raw, Stone Cold might still have been wrestling at this time. To add insult to injury, Lesnar steals Austin's ATV and admittedly drives it much better than he does. professional shit. He's doing popping wheelies as he goes back. Stunning. Even going so far as to drink beers in the corner of the ring. Austin turns up at SmackDown and casually walks past the entire SmackDown locker room to get to the future Beast incarnate, and they begin to exchange right hands. Austin sends Lesnar face first into the ring post.
Drink.
But that nice one early in a VT. We never get it in a VT.
No,
package.
And there's not many in this whole entire show. So
no,
take
main
it
event.
where you get it.
Main event, we get it, for sure. But the next big thing rams a series of shoulders to the midsection of Austin in the corner. F5 attempts sees the rattlesnake land on his feet, but Brock pushes off from a Stone Cold Stunner and slides out of the ring to retreat. What a genuine shame we never got to see an actual match between these two.
Agree.
Like with build-up and everything,
Yeah.
because I think they would have worked well. Mm-hmm. And I'm sure, built under the right circumstances, Austin would have lost to him.
Yeah.
But you can't just do it like a... As Stone Cold said, he said, Stone Cold's the last guy you feed him, not the first.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I was like, yeah, fair point. F5 attempt, no, we've seen that. But that isn't what we're seeing here now. We're getting the irresistible force against the immovable object, to quote Gorilla Monsoon.
It's very confusing because my head immediately went to Nia Jax.
What?
Isn't that what they call her?
I thought they called her the botch machine.
Oh, shush.
Or the, oh, my butthole!
Yeah, damn it, actually, you're right. That's what it is. Yeah,
there you
my
go.
mistake.
So at the next match,
Yes,
Brock
we are.
Lesnar versus Goldberg with Steve Austin as the special official, I was going to say. Special guest referee.
Special.
Whose corner are you in? And it can't be Stone Cold.
It's really hard. It's really hard, and not just from looking at them perspectives.
Well, if it was looking at them, Goldberg would win, right?
Well, yeah. Oh, I don't know though, because I mean,
Lesnar?
yeah. See, I don't find him attractive, but I just really like him.
Okay.
And obviously, I can't pick Stone Cold. If you asked me to pick between Stone Cold and Goldberg, I'd have a real problem. A real problem.
No, I don't think you would.
I'd like to be the jam in that sandwich.
You'd get turned into paste one way or the other in that sandwich, I tell you. I think you'd go Stone Cold.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's got that little bit more damage about him, hasn't
Oh,
he? Just that. No, he does though. He does.
Lesnar.
Really?
Yeah.
That I'm genuinely stunned by.
Do you know what you can blame for that though? Is
What?
that most of the time I'll be in his corner because I know at some point there's a cowboy hat wearing Lesnar, and at another point, the best Lesnar, the boombox.
With his hoodie up.
I love that.
Yeah.
That lives rent free in my mind.
Well, he's back now, isn't he? Back on the
Yes.
scene.
Mm-hmm.
Back on the scene to get another match with
Yeah,
John Cena in.
absolutely.
Unsurprisingly, the first man out for the next contest is the gentleman officiating this affair. The glass shatters and Stone Cold Steve Austin makes his way down the aisle on his ATV. Reunited, and it feels so good.
Mm-hmm.
JR points out on commentary that adding Austin into this equation makes it even more combustible than it already was to begin with. Fair point. I mean, Hebner's not going to be stunning these fuckers, is he? Let's be fair. A salute to each of the four corners by the Rattlesnake, who signals now for the competitors to make their way to the ring. Here comes the pain. A lovely little corner pyro for Lesnar as he jumps onto the ring apron, never taking his eyes off Austin until he is in the ring.
I like that entrance as well. The
So
jump,
do I.
The basic. It's not basic but it's impressive. Like the box jump effectively onto the apron. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Yep.
Just
And then
simple.
out comes the man you'd like to jump your box in Goldberg.
Oh my
But no,
God, stop.
but Lesnar's theme music
Yeah.
is timeless.
It's brilliant.
It's just
It's
the first bit of the din 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 din.
Yeah.
It's like Jaws for people.
It just doesn't age.
No, it's unbelievable. Like when I still even get thinking about it now, starting to get goosebumps. When he came back the first time, when Cena was in the ring after WrestleMania, and then you hear that music, and that dipshit in the front row goes and puffs his chest out because of who was always at every event. Then after that, now it's Green Shirt Guy or James Ellsworth, elder brother. Yeah, and it's just phenomenal. So every time I hear his music, especially in this period, I'm like, yes, I'm all about this. The WWE variant of Goldberg's entrance music begins to play, and the camera takes us to the locker room area, where we can see a black door with Goldberg's name on the front. Here he comes, a sniffing and snarling big beefy man, and Holly has never paid more attention for a WrestleMania show like she is right now. When he appears at the... She can't argue it. I love the fact she can't argue it. When he appears at the entryway, the sparkler pyro goes off and further fireworks explode to emphasise Goldberg's punches and kicks. And he didn't fall over.
No.
As JR so eloquently puts it on commentary, this is a battle of the bulls. It's bulls, not balls.
No, bulls.
Bulls. Why can't I say that word? Bulls.
Bulls.
Yeah, but now it sounds like bulls in an accent.
Like you're playing bulls.
Bulls?
Bulls.
I'm not playing with my balls.
No?
They are rutting bulls. Yeah, I know. Sorry about that, but it's just quite distracting when your feet are out.
Yeah, sorry.
No, it's fine.
They are out today.
It's fine. I'm not a feet person, as you well know. The bell sounds, and we are underway.
Ooh.
The two men stare across at each other, flexing and gurning, and they slowly begin to circle. You sold out. You sold out.
Thank you. I've written down... Scott, can you tell me what that chant is? Because I couldn't work out.
The chant being directed at both men, as the fans are well informed that neither man is staying with the company after tonight.
Oh, I see.
And that plays out in this match a lot. Because they didn't care who the fuck won, because they were both leaving.
I see.
Both seem hesitant to engage with one another, and Austin signals to Lesnar that they need to lock up. Na 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 na, na 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 na, hey hey hey, goodbye. The microphone picks up on Goldberg screaming "fuck you" across the ring in Lesnar's direction, as the fans only get louder in their disapproval of both participants. Slowly but surely the two big men begin to inch towards one another, and now a new chant is given voice. Austin, Austin, Austin. At the sound of this, a wry smile sneaks onto the face of the Texas Rattlesnake, which earns the ire of both Lesnar and Goldberg equally, who turn to stare at him. Mm-hmm. He's stealing their light, and he's just like, hey, I'm just here.
I'm just here, yeah.
I'm just here. And it's just funny, because he's watching the match, and he's like, he must know that the crowd have already gone against this. And it's just the smile when his name's said. I thought that was really good. They circle each other a bit more before finally locking up with a collar and elbow. It's an even battle between the two as they jockey for position, neither besting the other. After an extended period, they disengage and Lesnar flexes in the face of the former WCW champion, who laughs in response. Mm-hmm. Goldberg chewing gum is winding me up. A second lockup appears to be another stalemate, and the fans begin to boo. They break again, and the fans boo once more. Even on commentary, King points out the fans' hostility, saying that they want to see someone get beaten up. Third lockup, and Lesnar slaps on a side headlock. Push-off and shoulder tackle sees neither man move an inch. Now Goldberg hits the ropes and they collide, with neither man still conceding any ground. They go nose to nose to the point where it looks like Lesnar's nose might come out the back of his own fucking head. Yes. Like, his nose is gone.
Yeah.
Like, that kind of felt good. This time they both hit the ropes and collide, which results in both men hitting the canvas. JR says that the crowd are getting impatient, wanting to see these two men rip each other apart, but ironically, at that particular moment, there seems to be more disinterest than anything else. They kind of go quiet.
Yeah.
Lesnar lands a couple of boots to the midsection and backs Goldberg into the buckles, but his whip is reversed and he stumbles back out into an unbelievably impressive military press, which sees the next big thing dropped and driven into the ground with a spine buster. Holy hell, that popped me.
That was unreal.
When I saw that, I went, fucking hell.
And it doesn't even look like it's a stress.
No, it's up, drop you, bang, tackle.
It's ridiculous.
I was like, that's what you want to see out of Goldberg.
Oh,
that's shit right there.
Especially on a big guy like Lesnar.
Lesnar must have been near 300 pounds here. Like, it's unbelievable. Yeah, incredible. Goldberg crouches in the corner, lining up his target, but Lesnar sidesteps and Goldberg collides hard with a middle turnbuckle, not ring post, before falling to the outside. Lesnar follows him out there and lands a couple of kicks before sending him shoulder first into the ring post.
Now you drink.
There we go. Goldberg sucks. Goldberg sucks. Another clubbing blow lands, and now Goldberg is rolled back into the ring. Lesnar is focusing on the injured shoulder with kicks, but he cannot get his opponent up with a suplex. A series of blows to the back to weaken Goldberg, and now this time he does go for the ride. Hook of the leg gets a count of 2. A second suplex lands, and now it is Lesnar's turn to stalk his prey. I like the fact it changed his name to Les here. Like, I'm just that close with him. You're right, Les. I imagine he'd take that very well. A series of blows to the back, so he'll already done that. Hook of the leg. A side neck crank is applied by Lesnar, which keeps Goldberg on one knee. Meanwhile, the entirety of the audience are looking towards the cheap seats where apparently something more interesting is taking place. As Goldberg tries to fight back to his feet, a couple of knees to the midsection, dropping him back to one knee, land. When he does eventually manage to get back to a vertical base, he sweeps Lesnar to the ground with a lovely judo throw. Lesnar hits, as soon as I said that, I heard it, that Aussie meme clip of, "Ah yes, I see you know your judo well." Yep, straight in my head. I showed that to Niall in the office the other day, never seen it.
Oh, really?
Blew his mind. Yeah, he had a lovely time. After what feels like an age, Goldberg returns to his feet and again takes Brock down with a judo throw. Sorry, I've missed a bit there. Lesnar hit the ropes and knocks Goldberg down with a shoulder tackle before reapplying the same hold, and then we get the second judo throw. Off the ropes comes Lesnar, and Goldberg misses a clothesline before the two men collide in messy fashion and crumple to the canvas. More boos. Lesnar makes the cover, but it is only enough for a near fall. Brock Lesnar No, I'll see what's done here. Brock lands and it's changed his name to Brock Lanza.
Is he related to Tony?
He's also related to Blackjack as well. Brock, I went to call him it again. Brock lands a series of methodical strikes before delivering several shoulders to the midsection in the corner. Corner whip is reversed and Goldberg levels Lesnar as he returns with a clothesline, make it 2. Is Goldberg looking for a jackhammer? No, he delivers a rapid swinging neck breaker, pretty good actually. Mm-hmm. Goldberg lines him up and delivers a brutal spear. He makes a cover, 1, 2, no. Did you think that was it?
No.
Okay.
Because we haven't seen one thing that I knew we'd see at some point.
Okay. Goldberg gets to his feet and challenges the Cool with Austin, and now it is they that go nose to nose. A silly distraction as when Goldberg returns his focus, he's picked and dropped with an F5.
This is where I thought it was done.
1, 2, no. Goldberg gets the shoulder up. Now it's Lesnar's turn to challenge the count. A smile creeps on Brock's face as he signals Goldberg to make it to his feet. He charges in but misses the spear, much like Goldberg did earlier, colliding shoulder first with the ring post.
And drink again.
As he turns and staggers back towards the middle of the ring, Goldberg scythes him in two with a spear. Quite pleased with the use of the word scythe there.
Oh, okay, sorry.
No, that's fine.
Give you more
it's
of a
fine.
reaction.
It's fine. You don't see me as often these days, so why would you cherish our time? Brilliant. Fair enough. I'll give you that one. Jackhammer connects and we get a hook of the leg for the 1, 2, 3. Goldberg is your winner by pinfall. Austin raises the hand of the winner who stands on the second rope and poses for the fans. The fans seem wholly disinterested.
Yeah.
JR and King comment on how docile the rattlesnake was during this match, calling it right down the middle. A wounded Lesnar gets to his feet where he turns to face the fans and flips them the birds. While still holding this gesture, Brock turns his middle fingers to Austin. Really like that. Mm-hmm. That is what we call a mistake. And a Stone Cold Stunner quickly follows, which is sold absolutely perfectly, in my opinion. That, as much as the Rock's over the top selling, that is the stunner sell for me right there. Perfect. As ever, when the stunner connects, Austin's music hits. Has to. Yeah. He never doesn't hit the stunner and the music hits.
Nope.
But it isn't over yet. Goldberg is in the ring. Austin sees him and throws him some beers before continuing to toast the fans. Austin is cheered. Goldberg is booed. More beers, and this time they salute each other by cracking cans. As they throw down the beer...
Oh, what's wrong with me today?
Oh, dirtiness.
Just cracking cans,
cracking
man.
cans.
I don't even know what's going on.
As they throw down the beer, Austin changes tact and kicks Goldberg in the midsection before delivering another WrestleMania stunner as his music plays once again. This is Austin's house, and don't you fucking forget it. What do you think of the match?
To me, it had, it makes sense if they're both going, but, it had a lot of potential for me, but I just don't feel like it really delivered. There was 1 or 2 moments where I was like, this is good. The military press, amazing. And, the spears do look good. But it just really missed something, apart from just looking at 2 very attractive men and being impressed by Brock Lesnar. I gave it 1.5 out of 5.
Okay,
yeah,
I think that's fair.
Just missed a bit of something.
So watching this back in hindsight, in a bubble, I remember at the time being incredibly disappointed with what this could have been. knowing what happened in it and watching it again after quite some time since I last saw it, it wasn't as bad as I remember. In terms of if you take out all the variables and just what actually happened, it's fine between these two. It's not great. It's not bad.
No.
I think, and I understand why, the crowd torpedoed this for me. They ruined. They knocked.
Yes.
I would have given this like probably close to, or maybe even 1.75.
Yeah.
1 star. The crowd absolutely fucking ruined it for me, and I get it.
Oh, I understand
get
it
it
too. But yeah, like I would have, if the crowd had been a bit more up and into it, it probably would have pushed a 2.
Yes, and like I said, it's by no means a great match, but it's the first one where I've seen it where the crowd have completely sucked the wind out of it for me. But understandable reasons. Mm-hmm. But I even, the bit you wouldn't have liked is the bit at the beginning where they're... But for me, that's needed. Okay. You need that because there's such undeniable forces going face to face in an actual match for the first time. You need that kind of standoff to build that anticipation. Yeah. I think that's crucial. And I think the only part where they overdid it slightly was the neck crank that Lesnar put on went on a little bit too long for my liking. Mm-hmm. Other than that, I don't actually have much to say in terms of... I'd have liked to have seen a couple German suplexes thrown in. Yeah. Especially seeing as Goldberg got to press Lesnar and then drill him into the ground.
I would have liked to have seen kind of Lesnar show that... I know he does the F5, right?
Yeah.
But I kind of would have liked... Normally I don't like how you do, I do.
Yeah.
But at some point it would have been nice to see him showcase, well, you're strong, so am I.
Yeah, I would have liked that. And do you know what I think I would have quite liked for the ending? The ending itself, fine. Okay. Yeah. I would really have liked to see, and I don't think this would be a popular opinion, is I'm fine, Goldberg win. I won't change that. I want Brock Lesnar to hit a spear. I want Brock Lesnar to jackhammer Goldberg, and I want, as soon as he hits the jackhammer, to get up and do like that, gurning at the camera. I want Goldberg to get up.
Oh, okay.
And do like that behind him. And then as Lesnar turns around, like have a oh shit look on his face, get speared in half, jackhammer, then done.
I see,
Yeah, just something about like that, just seeing Lesnar kind of gurn at the camera and then you see Goldberg appear over the shoulder
give him the neck,
doing
that
neck snarl thing. Yeah.
Okay.
That I'd have liked. But again, I don't think many people would have liked my ending to it, to be fair. So even though I do,
people liked how it was anyway.
Well, that's true. Although I would say I'm a creative savant. I wouldn't.
Oh God.
I wouldn't say that, to be fair. I wouldn't say that because it's not for me to say. It's for other people to say. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Duly noted.
Thank you. Oh, Scott, that's amazing. Oh, Holly, stop it. Go on now.
That's too high pitched to be my voice. You got to.
Scott, that's amazing.
Shut up. It's so annoying.
No.
That's better,
with Austin's music still playing in the background, we head outside to the streets of New York with a low-angled camera shot aiming up toward the skyscrapers. In the distance, I don't know if you saw this down the street, on the right-hand side, I want to say, there was like a skip, and Bobby Heenan was fingering Mae Young. That's all I'm saying. It was intense. It was intense. And you could hear him going, oh my God, I don't want to be here. Like the whole time. She's like, yeah, come on. She's fucking loving it. Oh, so dear. Gross. Anyway, can you not be sick, if that's all right? Just thank you.
It's fine.
Fireworks erupt from the roof of Madison Square Garden, lighting up the night sky. Why? I'm not entirely sure, but it looks cool.
Yeah, why not?
From here, JR transitions us into promotional material for WrestleMania 21 in Los Angeles, California. WrestleMania is going Hollywood.
Yeah.
And of course, that will be the next step on our WrestleMania March Through the Mania series.
Yes.
Because that's how it works chronologically.
Yes. Thank you for reminding me that.
We do nothing chronologically for the most part, apart from WrestleMania, so enjoy. After the package finishes, we end with a shot of the WrestleMania 21 logo informing us that the event is heading to the Staples Center in 2005. Another show that I have seen a lot.
Okay.
We head back into the arena where the voice of Howard Finkel welcomes us to the chairman of the WWE, Vincent Kennedy McMahon. With no music playing, Vince walks out onto the stage with microphone in hand. Vince tells us that the theme of this year's WrestleMania is where it all begins. Again. There you go. But quite frankly, without each and every one, quite frankly, it's such a Vinceism right off the bat. Without each and every one of the fans, WrestleMania may very well never have begun.
Yeah.
Well, the first one would have. You might have just not had anything else after. Yeah. Or so what he wanted to call it. Do you remember what Vince was originally going to call WrestleMania?
No. No.
And Howard Finkel came up with WrestleMania as the name.
Oh, I know, you've told me.
Just think of the worst name for a wrestling show ever, and this is it.
Has it got the word wrestle in it?
No, it's got Colossal Tussle.
I do remember, yeah.
Fucking Colossal Tussle.
Colossal Tussle 20.
Yeah, hello everyone and welcome to episode number 81, and we're at the second part of Colossal Tussle 20.
Oh, no.
No, it doesn't flow, does it?
No.
McMahon wishes to humbly thank the WWE audience on behalf of the WWE superstars, both past and present, and on behalf of the entire WWE organisation. Not only that, he wishes to thank the fans on behalf of the McMahon family and for making both WrestleMania and the WWE what it has become today. Meanwhile, he's thinking, it's all me,
Money.
damn it!
In my head, it plays the money, money, money.
Brilliant, yeah. And then Shane comes out, yeah. Now Vince's music plays, and he makes his way backstage, and we head back down to ringside to Michael Cole and Taz.
Do you know what? Normally it annoys me when Vince comes out, but actually I was fine with that. It
Yeah.
was short, it was sweet. There was no drama with it. It
Yeah.
literally was just like a thanks, see you later.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like they should have done this elsewhere in the show, but obviously you start with, we had the Harlem Boys Choir do the thing, which you can't preempt.
Absolutely not.
And no, you could have had Vince appear at the aisleway, say this, as he walks off, boom, transition to that.
Yeah, okay.
But anyway, Cole begins waxing lyrical about how excited he is for WrestleMania to go to Hollywood, and it's at this moment where Taz begins to sing about wanting to go to Hollywood, I want to go to Hollywood, like in the tune of Guys and Dolls,
Yes.
I think that is, right? You're supposed to be a badass.
Mm-hmm.
We saw him at ECW suplexing fuck out of everyone, and I was like, I want to go to Hollywood. You were in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Fucking, he always forgets that. I'm aware Taz could kill me, okay? All right, that. Honestly, I miss what we lost in Taz, and I will not apologise for that. Thankfully, before he can go too long, he is cut off at the entrance music for the first participants in the tag team title match. We've got another tag team fatal four-way.
Yep.
Less exciting than the first one, I dare say, because that one had Rob Van Dam in it, and Booker T, to a lesser extent. This one had one team that you would like and one team that you would have liked had it been about 5 years ago.
Yes, you can imagine the disappointment on my face, right, when they came out, and I was like, oh, it's done.
Yeah,
like, it's gone.
Fucking Karen comes out.
It's gone.
Also, when I look at JBL in this phase, Bradshaw still in this phase, when he's got that haircut but still wearing the APA gear, he just strikes me as like a butch netball coach.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, like, and his name's he is Karen. I don't know what the surname is. Karen Layfield. We'll go with his actual surname. There's just something disconcerting about his face. It's kind of androgynous.
It's weird to me how a haircut can change someone, like even just from my perspective, so drastically.
Mm-hmm. And the goatee as well.
Yeah, I used to look at him and be like, oh, you don't want to fuck with him.
Yeah.
And then the minute he comes out with this short haircut,
you're buying properties off him.
He does look like a real estate guy.
Yeah.
Which, fine. But even though he can still do all the moves that he did before, like he does, what would you say? Put the cart before the horse? Mm-hmm. He does the move in here where he just catches someone and doesn't move. Mm-hmm. Doesn't impress me anymore because it just is like, oh, you're not that person anymore.
I know. I agree.
Weird, isn't it?
I agree, and I was sad by it as well. Yeah. The first tandem out are the former Team Angle in Charlie Haas, or as it really likes to put for me, Charlie Horse, and Shelton Benjamin. Every time it was Charlie Horse, so I had to type Haas in myself. Painful.
Oh, I just gave up and just put Charlie.
And they're now known as the self-proclaimed world's greatest tag team. Mm-hmm. Next out are one of Holly's favourites from about 5 years ago, the APA. But it's going to have to be a no for me, as we're well and truly in the transitional period from Bradshaw to JBL.
Yeah.
Many transitional periods, I think, by the look of him, bless him. The final set of challengers, Doug and Danny Basham, bald men that do not rev Holly's engine. And they make their way to the ring like Right Said Fred, and Holly is trying to work out why she is drawn to this tag team still.
Shut up.
Do you recognise one of them, though?
Oh, I shouldn't I? Which one?
Doug.
Oh.
He was in a series you watched on Netflix after my recommendation.
Shut up. Right, hang on. Let me have a Google.
I think you're going to go down the wrong path here, but let's see where you land.
TV series. Oh,
Excuse me, your phone's...
Siri is getting involved here.
We wait with bated breath. Do you want me to just tell you?
Sure, because I don't know what on
Wrestlers. He was Al Snow's second in command.
He is, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh my god, it is him.
It's him.
Oh god, I wish my memory was better for these things.
Yeah. And he's better looking than Danny, to be fair to him. So they make their way to the ring, like I said, like Right said Fred. Last but not least, we have the current WWE Tag Team Champions, Scotty 2 Hotty, and Big Man Quiche, making their way down to the ring. Quiche?
I like a quiche.
Yeah. Oh, I'll tell you what, we had some catering in from William Dyer.
Yes.
Weird shout out if anyone's there.
Yeah.
And it was
it good? Oh,
sensational.
No, Em's been trying to push that for a while.
Sensational. I agree, because that's where I used to go and fetch them all the time, which is lovely. Food was stunning.
Nice, good.
So, Holly, I think I know the answer to this. Whose corner are you in?
Scotty 2 Hotty and Rikishi.
Turn it up.
Oh,
Yep.
100%.
Yeah.
All day, every day.
Weird without the hat and hair, though, for me. Scotty 2 Hotty, but he still does
A little, but he still makes me happy.
Yeah, he still does the creeper
compared to
walk.
the rest of these people.
Michael Cole calls out Taz for using other people's material as he uses a line from the Hall of Fame ceremony that took place yesterday, and it actually leaves his co-commentator lost for words. He eventually manages to spit out that this is the first year of him using his new tongue. Okay. The bell sounds, and it looks like Shelton Benjamin and Bradshaw will be starting this one off. Just like the tag team match earlier in the night, it is first fall to a finish. Bradshaw points a finger in Shelton's face and receives a slap across the cheek, which actually makes me pop. Shelton ducks a wild right hand and unloads with a pair of his own, but finds his whip reversed, and he's levelled with a big boot to the face. Clubbing blow to the back and big knife-edge chop leads to a right hand, but Shelton manages to slide between the legs off a whip, only to be dropped with a shoulder tackle moments later.
Ooh, come on.
I don't know what it's trying to put here.
That's cool. Okay, we can work it out.
Okay. Bradshaw is what I tried to say here, because I remember the move. I'm going to read what it says.
Thank you.
Rachel hits the ropes and drops an elbow to earn a near fall.
Oh, nice.
Rachel.
Not
really.
Even if you're not enunciating, it doesn't really sound the same.
No, but here we go. Body slam has escaped, and when Rachel, maybe that's his name.
Maybe.
There you go, it's not Karen. When Bradshaw looks to deliver a clothesline, he awkwardly stumbles towards Doug Basham, who tags himself into the match. Not having realised, Shelton secures a schoolboy pin on Bradshaw, which dipshit Nick Patrick almost begins to count.
Yeah.
Inverted atomic drop by Doug scores on Shelton, and after a couple of clubbing blows, he drags Benjamin into his corner for Danny to make the tag. That's not true. I just said Danny tagged in. Oh no, I did say Doug. No, we're good. Spinning back suplex gets a count of 2 by Basham, but on the second cover he doesn't even get a count of 1. Danny hits the ropes but eats a knee to the lower back from Haas on the apron, allowing Shelton to make the tag. Brilliant body slam over the knee of Haas, and Doug has to run in to make the save. Chin breaker by Danny, and Taz can't quite decide on commentary if it's a jawbreaker or a chin breaker, but decides that as they're both connected, it can be either or.
Yeah, I just put a breaker.
Thanks for that,
I got so
Taz.
confused.
Scotty reaches in and makes the blind tag on Danny, and he ducks a clothesline before transitioning to a top wrist lock and then side headlock. Push off by Charlie, there you go, but I gave up on that one as well.
Yep.
But he is knocked to the canvas with a shoulder tackle, and Scotty jumps in the air to celebrate. Dropped down by Charlie, but Scotty slides between the legs and scores with a very nice back suplex before kipping up to his feet and moonwalking across the ring.
This guy, this is why I'm in his corner, right here. Entertaining.
Shelton reaches in and grabs him by the arm, but is knocked off the apron with a stiff right hand, and Haas doubles over as he runs into a kick to the gut. Whip is reversed and Haas sidesteps, tossing Scotty over the top rope, but he holds on. Hello.
Yay.
Skin the cat. It's like a highlight reel for Holly.
It is.
Looks to have worked, but Haas holds him in place as Shelton leaps over his shoulders, driving his weight into the lower back of the champion. Brilliant.
I really liked that.
I did, and that's a move that they would actually do, so it's a great setup for it. Cover is only enough for 2. Holly's favourite move of all time now is applied as Charlie locks in a bear hug in the middle of the ring, squeezing on the small of the back. Scotty manages to fight his way free from the hold and goes up and over on a body slam attempt before securing an O'Connor roll. Before they roll back, however, Doug makes the blind tag to Charlie and runs into the ring to boot Scotty in the face. Again, quite well done. Before he can get a 2 count, Bradshaw is in the ring to break it up. Elbow to the back of the head by Doug, and he tags in Danny, Jesus, where they complete a double team suplex before both kipping back up to their feet.
Nice.
Yep. Pin by Danny is broken up by Shelton. Danny prevents Scotty from making it to his corner and tags in his brother, who grabs Scotty by the ankle to pull him back towards the middle of the ring. Doug takes his eye off the ball, and as he drags Scotty towards his corner, he is blindsided with an enziguri which knocks him clean out of the ring. Again, quite like that.
Yeah.
Danny, however, manages to make the tag and prevents Scotty from making it to the champion's corner. Horrendous shot of Rikishi's arse, so thanks for that. Scotty lands on his feet on a back suplex attempt, and he finally manages to tag in the big man. Right hands for everything that moves as down goes Danny and the world's greatest tag team. Clothesline for Farouk. Oh yeah, he's in the match as well, by the way.
I was going to say, he features for 10 seconds.
That's all he does.
Yeah.
And a double clothesline puts down Hassan Benjamin. Farouk was very much nearly done at this point.
Oh, okay.
Bradshaw is knocked off the apron, and Quiche plants Danny into the canvas with a DDT. Cover is broken up by Farouk, who is sent rolling to the outside, courtesy of a flying forearm from Scotty. Correction, that's where Farouk's done in this match.
Yes.
Benjamin runs up on Rikishi and is looking for a German suplex, only to be butt bumped across the ring and down to the floor. And he sells that well.
I like it, the butt bump. It's great.
Running backsplash in the corner by the big man sees Charlie Haas slumped to his backside, and I think we know what's coming here. A WrestleMania stink face for Mr. Haas. Okay. As Rikishi walks out of the corner, he eats a big boot to the face from Bradshaw that knocks him down. Did you notice what Charlie had on his wrist tape?
No.
Russ.
Okay.
His brother's name. His brother was dead.
Oh.
I told you this story.
Oh,
First time we saw Charlie Haas on a show,
remember.
his older brother was a wrestler. They used to be a tag team. He died at the age of 29, I think it was. Obviously unexpectedly. And quite often at big things, Charlie would have his brother's name written on his wrist tape. And that's when I saw it. It would have been really nice if my stomach didn't go partway through me saying that story, but it's fine. Yeah. It's fine. We live and we learn. Doug looks to blindside Bradshaw, but his whip is reversed. He manages to duck a clothesline, but leaps into a crossbody that is caught mid-air. Bradshaw tosses Basham overhead with a last call. That's the bit you like.
Yeah.
Sending him sailing over the top rope and down onto the world's greatest tag team. Danny sends Bradshaw into the buckles, but finds no water in the pool when he follows in, and nearly gets beheaded with a clothesline from hell. Brutal. Really brutal.
It is brutal, but it's... No.
Not the same.
Not anymore.
Okay, now Bradshaw is lining up Rikishi, but runs instead into a Samoan drop. The big man now turns his attention to Danny and drops his fat ass, staying seated long enough for the 1, 2, 3. The winner of this match by pinfall and still WWE Tag Team Champions, Rikishi and Scotty 2 Hotty. Both tag team titles were successfully defended.
Yes.
Seems strange, doesn't it, seeing as they were both under fatal four-way circumstances.
It's a little odd, but...
You were fine with both sets of winners.
Both, yeah.
Yep. After raising their title belts high into the air, the champions begin celebrating with a W, an O, an R, and an M. What does that spell?
One.
Fun. Oh. Okay. Both men drop their heads and the lights go down as their music plays and the dancing can begin. We even get a little bit of corner pyro and a few sparklers fire down from the ceiling. Holly, what are your thoughts?
I thought it was alright. It was alright. It wasn't that long.
Not at all.
Which was... Sometimes when these types of matches start, I immediately go, oh God, this is going to go on for ages, because you would think that it's going to be a while because everyone needs a bit of time. Apparently not. So
Farouk was tapping his watch going,
he was
damn!
He was getting paid, but he wanted them beers and cigars.
He did.
2.75, because it was still... I still
Mental.
enjoyed it, but I enjoyed it because of... It's Scotty 2 Hotty for me. He just holds a bit of nostalgia for me.
He was great, and as soon as Rikishi came in, Big Quiche, Quiche Lorraine came in, you knew that it was going to be over. I think pretty quickly.
Fine.
I gave it 1.5 because again, it's WrestleMania and didn't feel like there was any meaning behind this match at all.
True,
so
it could have just been a Raw or a SmackDown match.
Yeah, so I struggled to get into it for that reason. It was fine, but it wasn't good or great, so that's where I landed there. From here, we head directly into a video package promoting the upcoming return of Edge.
Yep.
From one delight to another for my co-host, heading out to the ring now is none other than Jesse the Body Ventura. Holly, give me your thoughts.
Oh, we know I love Jesse.
Second time we've seen him tonight.
But what follows, I get it, and I'm not going to get into it because I just don't have the patience or care.
I will.
But his outfit, I know we'd seen it earlier, but a little part of me thought, just jazz it up a bit.
Just a feather boa would have done.
Wouldn't it? Or change the bandana to be tie-dye, or just to be Jesse.
Yeah.
Like, be that guy. Don't be this, like, a little bit boring political guy.
Well, he'd already been the governor of Minnesota at this point, so Jesse makes his way to the ring and raises his arms for the fans before addressing them. Jesse asks what would WrestleMania be without him coming out and conducting an interview just like he would have done 20 years ago.
Aww.
The Body asks where his man is as he pans around the crowd looking for the person to interview. After scanning the front row, he finds who he was looking for, and the U2 song is over. The star of the #1 television show on NBC, The Apprentice, the host of WrestleMania 4 and 5, and future president, ×2, of the United States, Donald Trump. I always forget he's 6'3".
Oh.
You didn't know that?
No.
Yeah, he'd still fold like a cheap suit, but he's 6'3". Yeah, surprising that, because he doesn't seem
it.
He's
next to Jess, yeah, I suppose, yeah.
Yep. First thing is first, Jesse has to point out that the hair looks great. Good political liar. Ventura asks, and that's just Ventura I'm talking about here. Ventura asked Donald what WrestleMania means to him, having hosted 2 events and being in attendance at this one. Trump says it means a lot to him, and that he has a great relationship with Vince McMahon that goes back many years, and he's done an incredible job. Donald says that he's with his son tonight, and he's having a fantastic time.
Yes.
Jess asks if he were to get back into politics, could he expect Donald's moral and financial support? 100%. Brilliant, thank you for that. Jess turns to face the crowd and says, do you know what? I think we need a professional wrestler in the White House come 2008. It's Barack Obama, so spoiler alert, it wasn't a professional wrestler. The fans roar in approval. Ventura thanks Trump for his time and ends the interview by saying, let's get on with the rest of WrestleMania. And I agree.
I liked that was just short, though. Like, give Jess a bit of time. But
yeah, and to be fair, I understand why they would interview Trump as well, so fine. After discussing Trump and Ventura, King says, what a pair, and I'm unsure if he's referring to the 2 gentlemen or if he's seen a pair of tits in the crowd.
Who knows?
Fun fact, as I was saying that part, because I obviously orate these notes, my wife walks into the room. As I say, a pair of tits in the crowd, and she went, and just laughed, so I was like, oh, thank God for that.
Brilliant.
And then I went back to watching wrestling.
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah.
As Ventura makes his way backstage, we see the barber shop has been set up, but no beefcake.
Yes.
That would have been great.
Wouldn't it?
That would have been great.
Blast from past.
Exactly. As Ventura makes his way back, we see the barbershop set up, and it's linked to the upcoming contest, and the stylist is even bopping along to Ventura's music. I don't know why he's there.
Well, it's not needed, is it?
That's what I mean.
Oh, he is needed, because apparently some people don't understand how electricity works.
Oh, yes, of course. Well, these superheroes don't have time always. Oh, no, that was her alter ego, wasn't it? Sorry. JR says that doesn't look like a gentleman. Sorry. JR says that he doesn't look like a gentleman who gives an $8 haircut, does he?
Oh.
I don't know. What's an $8 haircut gentleman look like? Howard Finkel now gives us a rundown of the stipulations for the upcoming Women's Championship. If Molly Holly wins the contest, she'll become the WWE Women's Champion. Yeah, no shit.
Thank you.
However, if she loses, she'll be shaved bald. Seems harsh.
Does seem harsh, but it's her idea, so fair enough.
You've obviously done some research into this.
Of course I did.
Okay. I'm going to finish this, then I'm going to hand over to you because I didn't.
It's not a lot, let's just be real. It's like a 2-second.
And I would need it to be dragged out for 3 minutes.
Oh, Christ.
JR dryly responds, it appears as though Howard Finkel has already lost his matchup then.
Very good. Very good.
Over to Holly for the cutting edge research.
No, it's just, I was just
wait,
intrigued.
I want the bleep, 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 bleep.
Trying to ruffle some papers.
Yeah, please.
No, I
got
was
any.
just interested about... So some stuff we've seen, obviously, before in our wrestling is not real.
Some of it.
Some of it.
Only some of it.
Some
okay.
of it. So I
The hazards are real.
wondered if I knew she had her head shaved. I knew this, but I also didn't know if it was a thing for real or if there was like a outside of work reason maybe why she did that. So I just googled it, and it literally said that she actually pitched the idea to Vince and literally said, shave me, it's fine, it'll be great.
And he went, all right.
Yeah,
and she went, my head.
As soon as I said shave me, I did realise that sounded a bit wrong. But yeah, like she was the one that fully pitched the idea and was fully in support of it. Which I thought was good on her. Fair fight.
She's also a very pretty woman.
Oh, she really is.
Yeah.
She really is. And she suits that short hair too. I think, like, when she's comes back and it is in like a pixie cut a little while later, really suits her.
I'm not a big fan of a pixie cut.
That's fair.
It's fine.
It
doesn't look
her.
awful.
Like, she carries it off far better than other people would.
I miss Mighty Molly.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I like blonde hair. That's the thing. But to be fair, even when she gets her hair, it's very coiffed and...
Yeah.
Is coiffed the word?
Sure.
No, you said it like I've just said some bullshit.
No,
okay.
I think it's the right.
Yeah, it looks good. Looks good. So we go to the match. Now, bearing in mind, this is a WrestleMania where Trish isn't in the women's title picture, which is surprising for this time period.
Yep.
We've got Molly Holly as the challenger against Victoria for the WWE women's title. I assume you knew the outcome of the match then.
I did, yes.
Because if you knew she got shaved bald, you probably
I knew that
put
she
two and two together.
Yeah.
And did you know as well, because I know sometimes the dots don't, without being rude, get drawn together.
Of course I did.
Undertaker's on an undefeated streak. So I don't want to ruin that for you later.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'll forget when that ends and then I'll be so freaking happy.
Do you know what was funny though? Didn't it take you 4 or 5 Undertaker matches to realise that there was just brilliant?
Yeah.
Man, it's amazing.
Sometimes it's really hard living in my world.
Making her way downtown, making her way down to the ring first is the challenger, Molly Holly.
She coming out to, is it Dusty Springfield? No, it's not, is it Downtown?
Making my way downtown.
Oh no, there's a song called Downtown, isn't there? Oh.
Downtown.
Thank you.
It's very cabaret today, isn't it?
I'll shut up now.
We've had Guys and Dolls, me butchering every song out there. We see a very clever crowd sign of Molly Holly with her hair that goes up and down when a lever is pulled. Props to that sad sack of fucking shit.
That? Take a bow.
Take a boo, son.
A bow.
King asked the question, what with Molly Holly being such a good girl and all, is this the first time that she would have been shaved? The disappointment in JR's voice is resounding.
Good.
I didn't know that was a thing.
No.
Are you not allowed to keep a tidy shop if you're a good girl?
I don't.
There you go. Now making her way down to the ring is the defending champion Victoria.
Downtown?
No, just down to the ring. And again, I'm going to ask you this, see if you remember from the last time Victoria was on a show.
Yes.
Do you recognise the music?
Yeah.
And it is?
As if I recognise.
All the things she said, all the things she said.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Right.
Another song that we've butchered on this show. Tattoo. Next up.
Oh, the collective we. Okay, right.
Right. Well, okay, do you know what? Fancy Pants, you take the next one.
I can't
See, this is what
sing
happens. She hasn't seen me for 2 weeks and she's lashing out because she misses me. That's all.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, King, Shaven, Kitten. Yep, that happened. Victoria, there we go. With both women now in the ring, Jack Doan elevates the title belt into the air and signals for the bell to sound. Immediate collar and elbow tie-up sees the champion back against the ropes and we get a messy break. I'm going to ask you the question, even though I know you know the outcome, obviously having seen it, and you knew what the outcome was going to be before you saw it. Whose corner would you have been in?
I really like Victoria.
Yep.
I really like her. I think the character is brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
I like a bit of unhinged woman. I think it's great. So I
close to home, is it?
I don't know. I think
No?
I'm hinged.
They're just very squeaky. Yeah.
Bit of WD-40.
Yeah. Lube it up.
I would have actually gone for Victoria.
I think I would have as well, if I'm honest with you. But I do like Molly Holly.
Oh yeah.
They done that. They return to a tie-up, but Molly quickly lands a knee to the midsection and a clubbing blow to the back. Victoria looks to fight back, but eats a knee to the side of the head and is whipped into the buckles, where she takes a second knee to the midsection. The challenger blatantly chokes Victoria in the corner and has to be instructed to move away before she does so. Arm whip sends the champion down to the canvas, and we now get a wristlock applied. But Victoria impressively kips up and cartwheels her way free before ducking a clothesline and securing a schoolgirl roll-up that isn't enough for a count of 2.
Yeah, impressive.
I agree. This cartwheel where you don't move as well.
Yeah.
I don't know how to describe that, where it's like a standing still cartwheel, so you haven't actually moved
It's not
direction.
Yeah.
There you go, yeah. Molly looks for a breather and rolls out of the ring to compose herself. After giving her a moment, Victoria looks to connect with a baseball slide, but the impact is avoided and she is sent crashing down to the mats with a thud courtesy of a clothesline. Molly breaks the count before retrieving the champion and returning to the ring, where she gets a count of 1. Snap suplex in the middle of the ring, and this time we get a 2 count. Elbow drops to the back and a snapmare takedown takes Victoria to the canvas, where she eats a seated dropkick to the face. Molly appears to hesitate on the pin, seemingly unsure if she's accidentally knocked the champion out cold, but does get a count of 2 moments later. She pauses like, oh shit, I think I actually hit you here. Mm-hmm. She works backstage as a producer, right? At WWE still.
I think so.
So on that series that they've got on Netflix, the... Not Untold, what is it?
I know what you mean, though.
Yeah, I can't think of the name of the series, the new one that's up there. I want to call it
Unreal as well, and it's not
Unreal.
that either.
No, I think
Is
it might
Unreal?
be. Yeah. You can see her sat down with a headset on in the gorilla position. I'm pretty sure it's her anyway.
But they don't mention her, do they? When they talk about the people like Billy Kidman and all that sort of stuff, they mention...
I don't think they... I see name. Billy.
Yeah, I didn't see him, but they mention him.
Okay.
Because he gets a shout out.
You see Jason Jordan, you see P.T. Williams, you see Abyss, so Chris Parks. It was weird seeing this big man being, oh, I'm really sorry, sir, to Bruce Pritchard. I was like, you could eat him.
Yeah. It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, but yeah,
no, I didn't physically, like, Kidman's got a name drop there, but I didn't, I mean, probably other people that pay more attention than you might have seen him, but I didn't. But yeah, she didn't get a name drop either, so...
Did you see Jamie Noble?
Yes, I did, yes. It was weird not to see him in jorts.
Come on, idiot!
Yeah.
But we did see him in the show, obviously, and he was in the Cruiserweight match. And we didn't see, just to clarify, Spike Dudley. Although I think I see him in every match now, apparently, so that's really good. A beautiful necrovat, which always wins points in my heart, is locked in by Molly, and she cranks away, telling the champion to give up. King continues to talk about Molly being a born-again virgin, or whatever the fuck he's going on about, which eventually gets on JR's tits as much as it does mine. The longer the hold is in place, the more Victoria appears to fade, but she does get a second wind and makes it back to her feet, where she escapes the hold momentarily before being dragged to the canvas with a handful of hair.
The crowd didn't enjoy this one either, if I'm honest.
They rarely did at this time, to be honest.
Yeah, but it's
not bad.
It's not bad, is it?
No.
But it was just super quiet.
2 dead matches after each other, but they pick up pace after. Elbow drop misses and Victoria scores with a kick to the side of the head from her back. When Molly returns, she finds herself taken down with a double leg and secured in a jackknife pin that narrowly avoids the 3 count. Victoria screams for the challenger to come on and decks her with 2 right hands. Kick to the midsection by Molly, who hits the ropes only to run directly into a power slam that nearly sees her lose both the match and her hair. I can now hear King asking JR what his preference of panty colours are, and should not be allowed to commentate on women's matches, period. As Victoria, I think JR even tries to answer him, but I just can't be bothered. As Victoria looks to pull Molly to her feet, the challenger sucks.
What, slips?
No, I know what it is. As Victoria looks to pull Molly to her feet, the challenger suckers her in and drops her throat first across the middle rope. The challenger suckers her in. There we go. We know what happened.
We got there.
Molly climbs to the top rope but finds herself cut off at the pass, and Victoria joins her up there looking to deliver a superplex. Molly fights out though and flips over for a sunset powerbomb that just about gets the job done, kind of. She folds her in half, but it is still not enough for 3. A wry smile creeps onto the challenger's face as an idea shoots through her mind. She picks Victoria up onto her shoulder, looking to deliver a widow's peak.
Thank you. My phone... Right, we know through WhatsApp that my autocorrect is ridiculous.
Yeah,
and most
Tram
of the
Pajama
time
Jams.
Yeah, most of the time I let it go.
Yep.
But I don't know how this one's happened. Loads Victoria up for a widow's orange.
Well, that's not as close as Rachel and Bradshaw.
But how...
Widow's orange.
Orange? But
Peak?
I know I'm a bit special, but I can't even have spelt peak wrong.
Were you
it's only
hungry?
Not for an orange. It's weird. Thank you.
No worries, Victor. So she picks Victoria up onto her shoulder, looking to deliver a widow's peak, only to find the position countered, and she is taken down to the canvas with a backslide pin that gets the 1, 2, 3. The winner of this match by pinfall and still WWE Women's Champion, Victoria. Soon as the bell sounds, JR says a very sincere, uh-oh. And the look on Molly's face says it all. What do you think of the match?
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. It wasn't good. I get at this time, it's not like they were given a lot of probably time to do more. Would I have wanted to see more based on what I saw? No, not really. And the time they probably would have been allotted, most of that comes after with the shenanigans anyway.
Yeah.
So 1.5.
2 stars.
Okay.
I actually thought the content of the match itself was pretty good. Well, relatively good, I should say. I was slightly more invested in this with the stakes. And Molly's facial acting, apart from later on in the chair, pretty good.
I think if I had watched it without knowing what happens, I probably would have given it a higher score.
Okay.
If that makes sense. Kind of being like, oh shit, this is actually going to happen. Also, probably if I was a bit younger as well, I probably would have been a bit more entertained by it.
Yeah,
but
fine.
also when I know what's coming, it's a bit like, okay, cool.
I've named this next section Molly's haircut appointment.
Ooh.
When Molly reaches her feet and locks eyes with the champion, she realises the predicament she finds herself in and looks to escape the ring to make a getaway. She hastily looks to vault the barrier, but is dragged back to ringside by Victoria. A back elbow puts Victoria on the mat, and Molly once again looks to run away, but the champion is in pursuit. As she makes it behind the curtain, Victoria looks to follow, but Molly lunges back out, knocking her to the floor, which I actually thought was quite good.
Yeah.
Molly is handed the razor and looks to go to work, but they are not plugged in or turned on. You decide. After she tells the barber to switch them on, Victoria sprays aerosol into her eyes and smashes her face first off the table before draping her into the chair and securing her in place with shackles. I cannot explain how big King's erection was right now.
Oh, God.
That's why he's always under the desk.
Yeah, makes
can't-
sense.
yeah.
Can't see, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't need that image, actually. What happens next is as brave as it is sad. I remember as a child feeling really bad for Molly here, but to be fair, she took it like an absolute champion. Well, at least a challenger who just lost to a champion.
Very good.
Thank you.
Very good.
As Molly comes to, she realises what's happening and her haircut looks very similar to the Nasty Boys from a decade prior. Tell me I'm wrong.
No,
the first part's unbelievable.
Yeah, no.
Molly continues to thrash around, but it doesn't prevent the hair from being clipped. JR says the only way he can think of the transition out of this is to hand it back over to his SmackDown colleagues.
Okay.
Fine. Taz says that he believes that barber actually does cut his hair and that his name is Luigi. He says the hairdo works for Annie Lennox, so why wouldn't it work for Molly? Cole, with the weakest clapback of the night, says that 1988 called and they want their band back.
Oh, God.
You bitch. We now change pace drastically as an on-screen graphic appears for the upcoming WWE title match between champion Eddie Guerrero and challenger Kurt Angle. Holly, I remember being really excited about this match.
Yes.
As the promo graphic fades away, we now head to a video package highlighting the two men's journey to the WWE title match. A lot of people had asked Kurt Angle why he attacked Eddie Guerrero, but he didn't do it for him. He did it for all the fans of SmackDown, and for that matter, the entire WWE. Eddie Guerrero is a former drug addict. A drug addict is the last person the WWE needs representing them. The irony, of course, being that Kurt Angle himself was heavily addicted to pain pills at this time. Kurt Angle couldn't sit back and simply allow Guerrero to destroy the morals which are the cornerstone of this nation. Eventually, the fans will thank him for being the champion they can be proud of. With that, Eddie slides in the ring behind him and the two men begin to fight until the Olympic hero runs up the aisle to hide behind the police officers who are there to arrest Eddie Guerrero. Kurt Angle, of course, uses this to further leverage and heighten how Eddie is a lesser person than he is. The red turtleneck really completes the look, if you ask me.
Mm-hmm.
Christian's like, got an idea.
Yeah.
Taking notes backstage. Kurt Angle poses the question whether people would be happy if their own children acted the way that Eddie Guerrero does. Paul Heyman demands that Eddie issue a public apology for his reprehensible behaviour. Eddie refuses. Eddie is proud to be the WWE champion, Holmes, and proud to represent the fans, SA. Paul Heyman says he is sorely tempted to beat some sense into Eddie Guerrero himself. Eddie laughs and says that he couldn't beat him if he had both hands tied behind his back. I'm not a fighter. I'd back myself.
Oh,
like, you'd have to be both hands behind your back.
Okay. Yeah.
No, take the leg out. You're down. Then it's just fully.
Okay,
I mean, come on.
Saying. Well,
seriously. Okay, fine. Right, we're not going down this road because I'm only going to get unhappy with it.
I'm not saying about you. I'm just saying if it was me in that situation.
Oh no, I'd back yourself. I think you got retard strength as well. So I reckon.
Right,
no,
okay.
like as in something annoys you. I think you go like red rag to a bull type thing.
Well, maybe. But
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking like you could
get pretty angry pretty quick.
Yeah, you do. What was that guy wearing on his? I bet you still know the guy who spilt beer.
Oh, fucking fox shirt.
There you go. See, I forgot what it was, but still in Holly's mind, perfect recall.
Annoying.
She couldn't tell you what we saw in the last match, but she remembers a slight that she got 3 years ago once.
Elephants never forget.
Oh, that's not fair.
Okay, fine.
Paul Heyman says he's fully attempted to beat some sense. Yep. Eddie laughs and says he couldn't beat him with that situation, so Paul Heyman clarifies that point and then makes the match a reality. As expected, Eddie more than holds his own, but as he looks to chase Heyman up the aisleway, the gloriously turtlenecked Kurt Angle appears, and that's when Eddie realises the shit just got real, and the look on his face of, oh fuck, is great. I just want to point out here that it typoed Kurt Angle's name, and it's now Kurt Angular.
Ooh.
I like that. Angle takes a series of unprotected shots on the head of the WWE Champion, who spits in his face in return. Good accuracy. Gross, but good accuracy.
Gross, yeah.
An incensed Angle crowns the WWE title off the side of the skull before raising it high into the air. We get a weird cutback where we return to Cole and Taz, who are discussing how the haircut is still going on at the top of the entryway. Indeed it is, as Molly is damn near entirely bald at this point, although I put bored here.
Yeah.
A weird segue indeed, as the WWE #1 contender makes his way down to the ring.
It was a bit weird, because why during that VT did they not clear all that away?
And have Kurt Angle come out while someone's still getting a haircut.
Yeah, it's a bit weird. But that, I said it earlier about the Goldberg and Lesnar VT being good. This one for me was brilliant. And it kind of weirdly gave, like the music they put over it as well, weirdly gave me like a Capulets versus like Montagues like vibe.
Wow, that's a reference, isn't it?
Isn't it?
Yeah, for anyone that is unacquainted with Holly, obviously Romeo and Juliet is a big thing in her world.
It is, yeah.
Just count the tattoos to prove it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting to get a Romeo and Juliet reference there, especially for an Eddie Guerrero Kurt Angle situation.
It was weird, but like the music they put on as well reminds me of, you know, at the very beginning of the Baz Luhrmann film.
Is this the one with Leo?
Yeah, and it kind of tells you the story, but like in backwards time, and then it's got the really dramatic music in the background, and I was like, oh yeah.
I have seen it, but I couldn't recall off the top of my head the specifics.
You just happen to see it, you'll think, oh yeah, cool.
Okay, but I will. I kind of want to see the opening now, just to kind of correlate the two there in my mind. But it's WWE title match time. It is Kurt Angle versus Eddie Guerrero. Holly,
yes.
What are your expectations? What are your thoughts? Whose corner are you in? Tell me more.
High expectations, actually. Always with these two, would expect it to be phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
Team Eddie, absolutely. Yeah, it's really rare for me to go into a match with a high expectation, but these two I always assume it's going to be good. Whether that pays off or not, who knows? But then it's also tinged with this was March 2004, and obviously
April, yeah.
Died in November 5, so it's tinged with that
18 months away.
Oh, I know it's coming.
Wait till you see the pay-per-view before he dies. That's sad.
Okay.
That's very sad.
But yeah, so Team Eddie.
Yeah, fine.
Yeah.
Got to agree. Got to agree. First things first, the challenger is in phenomenal shape.
Oh, yeah.
Angle is wearing a very serious, no-nonsense look on his face, and he gets a lovely bit of pyro as he points toward the ceiling. As the work crew begin to remove the barber setup, Eddie Guerrero appears in a hydraulic-filled pickup truck that he drives into the arena.
Brilliant.
It's just that with the song as well, I lie, I cheat, I steal.
It's just great.
It's great. The steely gaze of Kurt Angle is actually quite unsettling, and he does not move his focus anywhere other than from the WWE Champion. For as nice a guy as Kurt Angle is as well, whenever he's being interviewed, he seems genuinely lovely. For him to be able to just go to this dark place, like, oh shit,
Yeah.
you don't want to fuck him off. The bell sounds, and we are underway. The two men begin to circle one another as an Eddie, Eddie, Eddie chant is given voice. The champion takes a moment to let it wash over him before refocusing his attention. And it's literally, he goes like this. He takes the moment in and kind of leans back to like absorb it, which I thought was quite nice. Michael Cole on commentary actually makes an interesting point insofar as Eddie Guerrero is looking to become the 6th man to successfully defend the WWE title at WrestleMania. And I thought, 6?
Yeah.
It's been defended nearly at every WrestleMania bar the tournament.
Yeah.
And I was like, there must have been more successful defences than that.
Oh, okay.
No.
Wow.
Like Hogan had his run at the beginning where
Yeah.
he was defending. So 1, he didn't defend it.
Mm-hmm.
2, he defended it against Bundy. 3, he defended it against Andre.
See.
But then 4, it wasn't on the line. 5, he beat Savage to win it back.
Yeah.
6, he lost it to Warrior.
Oh, okay.
7, Hogan beat Sergeant Slaughter to win it back. What was 8? It was Savage and Flair, wasn't it? Savage.
Sure, yeah.
Savage beats Flair to win it, so that's another title loss. 9.
Oh, I see, yeah.
9, Brett loses to Yoko. And then I guess Hogan beats Yoko for it.
Oh, that one, yeah.
10, Bret Hart beats Yoko. So there are no real successful defences.
Yeah, okay.
11 is a successful defence. Diesel defends against Shawn Michaels. 12, Shawn takes it from Brett. 13, what was 13? Undertaker wins it against, is it Diesel?
Sure, I don't know.
14.
Don't ask me.
I'm still doing this now. 14, Stone Cold takes it from Shawn Michaels. 15, Stone Cold takes it from The Rock. 16, which was WrestleMania 2000, Triple H successfully defends.
Okay.
17,
Yeah.
we've got, again, Stone Cold takes it from The Rock.
Okay.
18, Triple H takes it from Jericho.
Sure.
19, Brock Lesnar takes it from Kurt Angle. And here we are at 20.
Jeez,
So-
that's quite impressive, by the way.
Thank you.
That's
Thank
very
you.
impressive.
Yeah, it's like that weird filing system that I've got in my head. Yeah, I mean, that's unnecessary, but yeah.
That's a good thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess I can be that
It's
kind of
impressive.
disabled. Yeah. No, that's
No,
good.
I think that's impressive.
It's fine. I shine in my own very special way. So yeah, I didn't know I could do that actually
No.
but then I got
Well
to the
done.
point after I did 6, I was like, I've got to do them all now, to be fair.
course,
So
yeah.
apologies for everyone that was uninterested by that. And if you were, to be fair, fuck off.
All right, see you later.
Yeah, so bye everyone. Oh, Holly, where you going? We start with a heated collar and elbow tie-up that results in Guerrero being backed against the buckles. Clean break and they return to the middle of the ring where Kurt quickly transitions into a hammerlock before shifting into a front face lock. Eddie spins his way free and picks the ankle, driving Kurt onto all fours and securing the back position. Angle shifts his weight, which results in Eddie being on his back and trapped in a side headlock on the canvas. Head scissors escape and the two men return to the standing position where they stare one another down. Taz makes a stupid comment by saying that he has been in the ring with both men and Kurt Angle's stamina is unparalleled, as is Eddie Guerrero. Well, then it's not unparalleled, is it? If you've got two people and they're parallel, go behind from Kurt, but Eddie manages to shift the position. Angle fights the wrist. Fights the wrist, and once again has Eddie on the canvas in a side headlock. Eddie reverses and takes Angle down with a side headlock, but they are quickly once again back on their feet. Let's go, Angle. Angle sucks. That's a new one. They lock up once again, and this time the champion applies a side headlock of his own from the standing position that Kurt manages to escape with the top wrist lock before shifting to a side headlock, but he's quickly pushed off and knocks Guerrero to the canvas with a shoulder tackle. They lock up once more and Eddie moves himself around the challenger before finishing up in another side headlock position.
I got a little concerned here.
I was loving this. Some people can do it,
I can
others
do it
can't.
for some time, and then I just get a bit like...
It's always going back to the side headlock that annoyed you.
Yeah.
Push off by Angle, and this time it's Guerrero who shoulder tackles him to the canvas. A second shoulder tackle puts the challenger down, but the third time Guerrero hits the ropes, Angle drops down, only to be shoulder tackled to the canvas harder than ever. Kurt rolls to the outside to compose himself and re-enters before returning to the ring so the match can continue. Kurt fakes shooting in on the leg before looking to reapply a front facelock, but Guerrero takes him down to the canvas with a fireman's carry takeover and looks to hold position until the challenger does eventually apply a front facelock. Eddie returns to his feet, only for Kurt to drop his weight, taking both men back down to their knees. Angle wisely shifts position and gets a near fall after pinning Guerrero's shoulders to the canvas. Nice. Another cover, another count of 2. Taz once again says that both men's stamina is unparalleled and Eddie Guerrero is the WWE champion not for nothing. Eddie finds himself lifted high into the air, but lands back on his feet and flips her overhead. What? But lands back on his feet and flips him overhead to release the hold. Oh yeah, that was actually very good. So he goes, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Angle rushes in and is taken down twice with arm drag takedowns, the second of which sees the champion retain an arm lock on the canvas. Slowly, Eddie turns the arm lock into an Americana, but Kurt makes it back to his feet. Top wrist lock by Guerrero is countered into a whip to the ropes, where Angle quickly follows in with a knee to the midsection that flips the champion head over heels. A classic abdominal stretch in the middle of the ring is applied by the challenger, who continues his methodical pace. Eddie eventually manages to escape and delivers a suplex, holding on as he looks for the 3 amigos, but no. Angle shifts position and sends Guerrero flying into the air with a German suplex. The Olympian keeps his hands locked, looking for a second, but Eddie elbows him in the face. Change of game plan by Angle, who looks to dump Guerrero over the top to the floor with a back suplex, but Eddie holds onto the rope and lands on the apron. Angle runs in and slides between the legs of the champion before jumping onto the apron, looking to send the champion to the certain death with a German suplex to the floor. Holly's nervous.
Mm-hmm.
Eddie fights off the pit bull and kicks Angle in the head after he gets him on the floor. With the challenger on the outside, Eddie contemplates going to the top rope, but settles for a drop kick as Kurt returns to the apron, sending him back down to the black mats. This time Guerrero does head to the top and takes flight, but finds nothing but the barricade driving the wind out of his body. That looks always awful, to be fair. Beautiful backbreaker. Nope. They return to the ring where Angle intelligently makes a cover, but it's only enough for a 2 count. Beautiful backbreaker by Angle gets a near fall. With Eddie back against the buckles, Kurt lands a series of shoulders to the midsection before snapping him down to the canvas and applying an energy-sapping body scissors. Or a leg hug, probably as you'd call it, I imagine.
Yeah.
Angle adds to the misery with a reverse chinlock, but Guerrero elbows his way free and, from his feet, delivers a very nice jawbreaker to free himself. Eddie grows overzealous though and rushes in, only to be elevated into the air and drops sternum first over the ropes. 2 count. Sensational belly-to-belly overhead throw by the gold medalist, and he takes a moment to taunt the fans, knowing exactly how good that was. A second overhead throw leads to the 1-2 no. Gut wrench applied by Kurt, who takes the opportunity to talk in Guerrero's ear as the cameras do him dirty. Eddie makes it to his feet and manages to turn around while still being in the hold, and he places his thumbs directly in the eyes of the challenger before delivering a ring dinger, only to be thrown overhead for a 3rd time. Quick question, Holly. Is Eddie Guerrero allowed to thumb people to the eye without any recourse and repercussions from yourself?
Yeah.
Is Randy Orton allowed to... Okay.
No.
Okay. I know the answer.
There's something about Eddie's character that you can kind of,
2 more questions. I think the answer... I know the answer for one. I'm not unsure about the other.
Okay.
Roddy Piper, thumb to the eye.
Ugh, no.
I thought that'd be the case. Ric Flair, thumb to the eye.
Yeah.
Okay. That was the one I was unsure on. I knew Piper was a no.
Yeah.
So we've got... Imagine a match between... well, to be fair, they have had a match. Few, actually. Eddie Guerrero and Ric Flair. That's a thumb to the eye war.
Oh, yeah.
That's amazing.
Just do a thumb war instead.
Yeah. Or an eyeball war. No, I don't know how that works. No. I need... Take that one back to the drawing board, I think, Scott. Kurt elevates the champion and places him on the top buckle, where he begins landing right hands and knife-edge chops. Angle joins him up there, only to be headbutted down to the canvas, but only momentarily as he sprints back up the ropes, only to be shoved back down once again. Eddie is feeling froggy and takes flight, but finds no water in the pond. Both men down, and referee Nick Patrick begins the count. An irate-looking Kurt stalks the champion into the corner and unleashes a number of right hands and stomps. He signals to Eddie to get to his feet and lies in wait, cocking him with a massive right hand. A second right hand drops the champion, as does the third. Latino Heat begins firing up, and whilst the punches continue to knock him down, he returns to his feet with a fire in his eyes and begins landing a number of his own right hands. Whip and back elbow drop the challenger, as does a pair of clotheslines that follow. Reversal of a whip sees Guerrero hit the corner buckles, but he moves out of the way, resulting in Angle colliding chest first before staggering backwards into a back suplex. Hook of the leg from the champion gets a count of 2. Suplex attempt sees Angle land on his feet, and he connects with a thunderous German suplex. Very nice. The hands remain locked, but as he looks for a second, Guerrero locks his legs behind the knees of the challenger and rolls forward into a pinning combination for a count of 2. Angle explodes back to his feet and levels the champion with a stiff clothesline. Angle slam attempt is countered into an arm drag takedown, and now it's Eddie's turn to score with a clothesline. Guerrero ducks a clothesline and delivers a very nice head scissors takedown. Eddie begins feeling it as he shakes his shoulders, and this time does score with the 2 of the 3 amigos, but is prevented from connecting with a third as Kurt picks the ankle and applies the dreaded ankle lock. Guerrero rolls onto his back and pushes the challenger away before delivering a pinpoint accurate drop kick to the chin when Kurt runs towards him. Really like that.
Yeah, look good.
The champ heads to the top rope, but Angle springs to his feet, runs up the ropes and sends Guerrero flying across the ring. Brilliant. Hook of the leg, and we get 1, 2, no. Angle means business as the straps get lowered and he reapplies the ankle lock, dragging Eddie to the middle of the ring with nowhere to go. Guerrero propels himself forward into another pinning combination and nearly manages to steal the win. A wild right hand from Eddie is ducked, and Angle tosses him overhead with a vicious German suplex. Angle screams at Eddie to return to his feet as he looks to secure an Angle slam, only for the champion to counter and deliver a wonderful DDT. Amazing. Planting him right on top of his head. Up to the top goes the champion, and he connects with the frog splash, hook of the leg, and we get the 1, 2, no. Angle kicks out. Did you think that was it?
Yes.
Guerrero has to use all of his energy to lift a deadweight challenger to his feet, but it was just a ploy. Kurt was playing possum and quickly latches onto the ankle to talk away with the ankle lock once more. Eddie raises his hand as though ready to tap, and you can hear the desperation in the voice of the fans who don't want to see him lose. They're like, you can hear the concern. Yeah. It's really great. A second time his hand is raised, but he doesn't give in and rolls forward, sending Kurt between the ropes and down to the floor. Guerrero is in some discomfort as he begins rapidly untying the laces of his boot, favouring his injured ankle. What did you think was happening here?
I'll be honest, I thought, because I've not seen this, or I will have, but I just don't remember. My brain did go, yeah, I see what's going to happen here.
When Kurt returns to his feet, his eyes lock with Guerrero, who visibly says, "Oh shit." Angle smells blood in the water and quickly scampers into the ring to once again apply the ankle lock. But Eddie is a master manipulator as he slips his foot neatly out of the boot, and when Angle charges back in, Guerrero cinches in a small package and uses his feet to hold onto the ropes to secure the 1, 2, 3. Your winner of this match by pinfall and still WWE champion, Eddie Guerrero. I fucking love that finish.
Yeah.
Love that finish. Absolutely brilliant. Guerrero outsmarted his challenger and celebrates with his title belt up the aisleway as a frustrated Kurt looks on, because it shows Eddie being cunning, clever, a little bit cheeky.
Yeah.
Angle being the irate one. As soon as he takes the boot off, he's like, "You mother..." Runs at him, and the pinfall is so snappy when it goes down. He didn't need to grab the ropes, but just doing that little bit at the end to do it added to it.
Yeah.
Wonderful finish.
Brilliant.
What did you think?
I really enjoyed it. I do wonder if maybe my expectation was a little bit too high. But I don't know. I did still really enjoy it, and I still gave it 3.75.
Okay.
But it wasn't a 4-star for me, and I'm not sure what exactly was missing. I think it's probably the earlier bit where I personally was a bit like, you do, I do, you do, I do. I get it, but sometimes for me it's just a bit much. Just do something else.
Really liked it. 4.5 stars.
Okay.
Because I thought that bit added to it. The way they worked together was great. Eddie and Angle always work well together. Yeah. Angle being the serious, not the goofy, because he's so good at playing both.
Yes, he is.
Angle can do great face work as an intense person, goofy, funny face work.
Yeah.
He can do goofy, funny heel work, and he can do intense heel work. That's unbelievable when you think about it.
Yeah, very good.
All-round player. And it just works so well. It's certainly one of my favourite matches from this show.
Yeah.
It's not my favourite.
Okay.
There's one that pips it for me.
You've saved that for Kane and Undertaker, haven't you?
No, Stacey Keibler and Miss Jackie in the
Obviously.
Playboy Diddlers
Roll around.
match, or whatever the fuck it was called. Absolutely love this match. Love the finish. Eddie walking out with the WWE title. It feels right.
Yeah.
It just feels right.
Yeah.
And those are our thoughts on it. But let's hear from one of the participants who is in the match himself, Mr. Kurt Angle.
You want to know what it was like wrestling Eddie and Shawn at WrestleMania? Those were my two favorite WrestleMania matches. They were both so technically good and so entertaining. Those two are two of the best of all time. They really are. I commend them. Eddie was incredible.
A lovely, snappy and precise cameo from Kurt. And for a man who had so many good matches, for obviously him to pick out Eddie as being one of his two favourite WrestleMania matches of all time, says a lot.
Yeah, for sure.
And it was a very good match, to be fair. Even though you didn't give it as high a score as I did, it's still a good score. Still a good score. And, friend of the show, Kurt Angle there, was obviously more than happy as well to add to our little introduction.
Yeah.
So that's been used for a long time. We finally actually get to use the audio with the question that we asked him. So thank you for that, Kurt. Back to the show. At the conclusion of this match, we swiftly head back to the commentary position where JR says that clearly Eddie Guerrero outsmarted Kurt Angle on this occasion. King has a different takeaway though, and that clearly crime does pay. Said the guy who went to court for being Anyway, JR says he doesn't know anything about that, but quickly goes through the gears as an on-screen promotional graphic appears for the upcoming match between The Undertaker and Kane.
Yay.
Thoughts, Holly?
Ugh. God. Right. It got to... We know, I told you this. It got to this point, and I obviously watched this in segments. Life has been a little busy. And it got to this part, and I was like, oh, I cannot do this right now. So I Googled how long the match was, and I found the strength inside me to carry on.
Something inside so strong.
Exactly.
Another song there, if you're ticking it off your bingo list.
Very good.
So JR says that this match, that began in hell, had an incredibly morbid beginning.
No, it didn't. It's fucking stupid.
Oh, sorry. We now head into a video package showcasing the feud between the two brothers.
God, turn it off.
Kane conducts a eulogy for The Undertaker, the man who he buried alive at Survivor Series in 2003.
I just can't.
Kane says The Undertaker made the most cardinal of sins by betraying himself by becoming one of the fans. It sounds like the Slug from Monsters, Inc. We're going to be keeping a very close eye on you two.
Brilliant.
So that's Kane.
Yeah.
This man was no longer his brother. He never was. This man was no longer a monster. His brother is nothing but a fraud. It's wrestling, Kane. You're all frauds, but we still love you. As Kane says, rest in peace, in an ominous tone, Ring a roses plays in the background, which is being sung by young girls. Settle down, King!
Jesus.
We now head to footage from the Royal Rumble, where Kane is laying waste to everything that moves. The gong sounds and stops him in his tracks. Holly snores and wakes up at this moment. Kane continues to get plagued by The Undertaker's music as his paranoia grows. Even his magical arm movement in the ring, it doesn't make the pyro go off. Spooky stuff, kids.
Ugh.
Kane refuses to be intimidated by a man who he screams is dead. I think you can be intimidated by a dead man. At WrestleMania, there will be no resurrection. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. As we hear this, we see Kane tear apart a coffin in the middle of the ring. When he's done, a message appears on the Titantron saying the dead will rise again, and the ring begins to shift on its axis. WrestleMania 20 is set for the Battle of the Monsters. Holly, we've seen Kane and Undertaker at WrestleMania already have a match before.
Yep.
Were you more excited or less excited for this one?
Less.
Why?
Because I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. Also, Kane, for me, lost a lot of interest when that mask came off.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't... I don't know, he's still a big guy and he was still in good shape, but I don't know, the mask and everything just made him a bit more imposing. Now I don't care.
What do you think of this version of his theme song? So I make mention of it in a second. I quite like it. It doesn't go with his version of the character, though.
Yeah.
Like when he had the mask towards the end when he was with RVD, when he had that, fine. But now he's on this, it needs to be more dark and foreboding.
Yeah, I'm just not a fan.
The wonder of the world's gone. It can't be that. It doesn't.
Not a fan.
Fine. Kane versus The Undertaker.
Great.
Whose corner were you in?
Neither. I genuinely didn't care.
Well, there's an added bonus on one side, which I haven't mentioned, to be fair.
Added bonus? Oh, God. That does not help. This gave me nothing, apart from a desire to drink wine.
Did you?
No.
Oh, that's tough.
I know.
Chocky?
No, actually.
How are you doing with those Smarties, by the way?
I've been so good.
Good.
So self-controlled.
There was like 30 of them or something in there, so that's good.
Yeah,
pleased.
I'm doing all right.
And seeing the mug on your desk, that warmed the cockles of my heart. That's very nice.
Good.
Making his way to the ring is Kane.
Snore.
Now, I know a lot of people may disagree with me here, but I really enjoy this variation of his entrance music, and I will not apologise for it, although I will say it shouldn't be with this version of his character. This time, the corner pyro does go off, as JR says that this man lives and feasts on misery. As Kane waits in the middle of the ring, he is seen saying, "You are not coming back." And that's as Holly leaves the room.
Honestly.
At home. Because she's bored.
Yes.
It's alright, it's a short match.
Thank God.
It's a short match, brace yourself. It's a co-main event though.
God. Yeah, exactly. Are they having a fucking laugh?
Yep. The lights in the arena, it's The Undertaker's return. The lights in...
That's what it is. Right, I'll shush now.
The lights in the arena go out as the fans cheer, and after a moment we hear a familiar voice, as I alluded to earlier, go, "Oh yes." Mm-hmm. Imagine if it just went, "Oh yes," and came down to the ring. Leading the Druids down to the ring is the walking afterbirth known as Paul Bearer. As foreboding, monks sing, "Oh!" That's just that, basically, the whole time. Continue. No, it's not really. Bearer appears to shout towards Kane, "You are no son of mine." Kane's gutted. Paul turns his back to the ring and kisses the urn, looking back down the aisle as the gong sounds and we get the arrival once more to WrestleMania of the Dead Man.
Yay.
As he appears on stage, Kane begins to lose his mind and we see The Undertaker slowly stroll his way down to the ring. They're like, "Oh, it's a WrestleMania moment." It's half the show.
Yeah.
The Druids slightly elevate their flames as he passes, and it does make for a great visual, it has to be said. Although, when the Druids first come out, someone's got a leaky little flame sword, and someone's out going with the fire extinguisher, which ruins it a little bit, but I understand you don't want the building to go up.
No.
As the Dead Man raises his arms, we hear Undertaker. To be fair, and I will readily admit this, if I was at this WrestleMania, having seen the American Deadass for as long as I did, I would have been fully Undertaker-ing with the rest of them.
Yeah, I do get that. And I think back in time, it would have been so much better. I think I'm just over it.
So if you could turn back time?
Stop it.
It's a running theme and I don't know why I've started it now. To really hit home the point and add to the atmosphere, JR and King remain silent throughout almost the entire entrance of The Undertaker.
They do.
Good.
Yeah.
Right to do so. When they do talk, JR is quick to point out that the Dead Man is undefeated at WrestleMania with his record standing at 11-0.
Cool.
Do you remember the number he loses at?
No.
Do you want me to tell you?
12?
21.
Oh, God. Oh.
Kane is screaming at his brother that he is not real, and the chants again once begin. With his eyes closed, Kane approaches his brother with an outstretched arm as though still not believing he has stood before him.
But why? Why close your eyes? What does that make a difference?
Because it can't hurt you if you can't see it.
Like a dinosaur. You just shut your eyes.
Yeah, that's how it works. Or put your head under the covers in bed. As soon as he makes contact, the Dead Man springs to life and unloads a number of right hands that have the big red machine covering up against the ropes. Brian Hebner looks to get Undertaker to relent, but is quickly chased out of the ring at some pace. Whip sends Kane to the ropes, but he holds on and ducks underneath to roll to the outside. The Dead Man is in pursuit, but he is met with a right hand on the floor, and after a second, Kane looks to whip him back first into the ring apron, only to be countered, landing hard himself. Undertaker places Kane over the ring apron and drives the point of the elbow into the throat. He returns to that position and climbs up to the apron to deliver a leg drop across the chest, driving the wind out of his body. Back in the ring, and Kane is whipped across the ring into the buckles, and The Undertaker connects with a full head of steam on a pair of clotheslines. A big kick to the midsection, and Undertaker is looking for a last ride. Not a chance, though. And when Kane elevates him, Undertaker is nearly dumped on his head and just about manages to catch the ropes, which I assume he was meant to land across instead.
That was petrifying. Like, yeah, their spacing was obviously off, I think, maybe. Because you kind of see him go, shit, I've not got enough room to do this. I'm going to have to do this. But I was like, this is... I know, obviously, it doesn't
If you think
happen,
that's scary...
But my God.
Wait until WrestleMania 23.
Oh, God.
Running Big Boot puts the dead man on the canvas, and now Kane unloads with right hands to the top of the head from side mount. In the full mount position, Kane continues to score with unanswered right hands and even calls The Undertaker a son of a bitch, which shocks him back into life, and the dead man reverses the position to fire off a series of rights of his own. After scaring off the referee once more, big man, the dead man walks into the sidewalk slam, and now the future mayor of Knox County climbs to the top rope and connects with a diving clothesline. Hook of the leg gets a count of 2. Big right hands exchanged on the feet with neither man going down. After a big right uppercut lands from Kane, he whips the dead man into the buckles but misses on a charge and is dropped hard with a running big boot. Hulk Hogan call, brother, because Undertaker just stole his gimmick as he lands a leg drop and doesn't even go for a cover. Brother.
Yep.
And now, here comes the shit. The dead man grabs him by the wrist and slowly climbs to the top rope, where he leaps to connect with Old School, only to jump into the chokehold of his younger brother. Kane is screaming at The Undertaker, who looks to be going limp, but eventually returns the choke grip. This sounds super homoerotic. Eventually breaking the hold, looking to deliver a choke slam. Kane elbows free, and when Undertaker returns from the ropes, he's driven into the canvas with a hellacious chokeslam from the former masked man. Kane begins cackling on his knees, saying that he told The Undertaker not to come back, and has a special message for Paul Bearer as well. Salad. Kane raises his arms in the air, but is premature, as when he turns around, The Undertaker has sat bolt upright, stopping him in his tracks. Kane plays possum, but looks to score with a right hand, only to be blocked with a number from his elder brother. Whip sends him to the ropes, and when the dead man ducks too early, he eats a kick, but doesn't sell it. Whip reversal by Kane, but the dead man ducks a clothesline and delivers a jumping variant that puts his bald bastard on his back. His bald bastard, like he owns him. Undertaker begins to signal that the end could be near, as he delivers a less than stellar chokeslam, more of a chest slam.
Mm-hmm.
Tombstone, tombstone, tombstone. Undertaker runs his thumb across his throat, and when Kane returns to his feet, he's scooped into the air and driven into the canvas with a tombstone piledriver. Look good.
It did look good. I just don't like it.
The arms are crossed, and we get the 1, 2, 3. Your winner of this match in about 7 minutes, by pinfall, and now 12-0 at WrestleMania, The Undertaker. Holly, how's it feel having the dead man back at WrestleMania?
Great.
What do you think of this match?
1 out of 5.
Not even giving it a kind of rundown.
No, it's just not for me anymore. And maybe there'll be more. I really hope there's some more that really...
He hasn't had his good WrestleMania matches yet, I'll say that.
Cool. And I don't even know if it's just him, but I just think this matchup also for me, I was like, I just don't care. Kane lost it for me with the no mask, no nothing, no, it just... Over it.
Next one's not great.
Cool.
I remember who it's against, but I won't tell you.
I remember.
Yeah. 23, good. 24, very good. And then you get to the Shawn Michaels territory, and then back with Triple H again. And then there's a CM Punk one thrown in.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yep. And then we get a Mr. Lesnar.
Yeah, okay.
So I will say this. Punk is the last one that loses to him.
Right, okay.
But that's a while off yet.
Yes.
I gave it 1.5. I thought the crowd actually added to this. Otherwise, I would have given it a 1.
Yeah.
But the crowd were pleased to see The Undertaker back. Kane actually sold in the match for him unbelievably well.
Mm.
So the corner clotheslines that Kane was bumping and throwing himself around, which he should never do unless it's for something like this.
Yeah, okay.
So, no, I thought it was okay. 1.5. Would I want to watch it again? No. But, fine.
Okay.
As The Undertaker's music continues to play, the cameras take us back outside once more to the streets of New York at night, and Bobby Heenan is dressed up as a woman trying to get back into the building.
Stop it.
JR mentions how of the 12 matches tonight, 7 of them were for championship gold. We now have just one left, and for the first time in WrestleMania history, the world title will be defended under triple threat rules at the granddaddy of them all. We get an on-screen graphic of Shawn Michaels, Chris Benoit, and the world champion Triple H. From here, we head right into the promotional package for this match, which shows us footage from the Royal Rumble of the bloody battle between the champion and the Heartbreak Kid. In the ring at Monday Night Raw, Austin said that Shawn Michaels put up one hell of a fight, but that being said, he did not win the world title. At that time, he would like to welcome to the ring the man who did win the Royal Rumble, SmackDown's Chris Benoit. Benoit says he's been fighting for 18 years and it took him 62 minutes to defeat 29 men to win the Rumble. At WrestleMania, he says he'll fulfill his destiny and will become the next World Heavyweight Champion. We now head to the contract signing where Triple H puts his name on the dotted line, but before Chris Benoit can do the same, he is interrupted by the Heartbreak Kid. Michael says he doesn't want to rain on Benoit's parade, but the issue between him and Triple H has been going on for over 10 years. No, it hasn't. And it needs to be settled on the biggest stage for the World Heavyweight Championship. Benoit calmly tells him that's not going to happen at WrestleMania 20 because it will be him and not Shawn. But before he can finish the thought, he takes a dose of sweet chin music that knocks him flat on his back. Really well done.
Very good.
Shawn picks up the pen and signs the contract. Ooh, heel.
Mm-hmm.
Following that, Eric Bischoff made the decision for the first time in WrestleMania there'll be a triple threat main event. The video package picks up in pace as we see heated interactions between all three men, and all I can think is, my God, Triple H looks weird without a beard.
Doesn't he?
Very unsexy. Very unsexy.
So odd how it can just make such a difference.
Triple H says that the egos of his two challengers is all he needs to give him the edge. And the Christian. Benoit practically guarantees that Triple H will not be the man walking out of Madison Square Garden with the World Heavyweight title when all is said and done. Holly.
Yes.
It's main event time.
Okay.
Triple threat for the World Heavyweight title. Yeah. Shawn Michaels, Chris Benoit, Triple H. What were you thinking going into this?
On paper, this should be really good. I am interested. It's got 3 people in it that I enjoy watching.
Importantly.
Yes.
Whose corner are you in? Are you in the beardless Triple H?
Okay.
With not wet hair.
Yeah.
Mr. WrestleMania.
Okay.
Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
Who's doing a little bit of heelish stuff.
A little bit, yeah.
Or a man who went on to do what he did.
Yeah.
Whose corner are you in?
Shawn Michaels.
Chris Benoit. I remember going into this, I wanted Benoit to do it.
Yeah.
Because I wanted it to feel like proper wrestlers. I mean, that's not to say Shawn Michaels isn't good, but I wanted it to feel like there was a change.
Okay.
We've seen Triple H, we've seen like Stone Cold, The Rock, were big characters. I'm not saying they're bad wrestlers, but they're big characters. Whereas Chris Benoit is the opposite. There's some character there, sure, but he's a wrestler.
Yeah.
Eddie Guerrero, great character, fundamentally a wrestler. I wanted to see that.
Okay.
So I really wanted I was in Chris Benoit's corner.
Yeah, okay.
And then Shawn Michaels, and then Triple H.
Yeah.
In that order.
Okay.
Making his way down to the ring first is Mr. WrestleMania, the Heartbreak Kid, who gets a nice bit of pyro as well as some confetti to welcome him to the ring.
Always a spectacular entrance.
It is.
And it really just makes me happy.
Yep.
Really does.
King tries to make a wisecrack saying that Shawn doesn't care by the rules... Sorry.
What?
Doesn't care. Okay, fine. King tries to make a wisecrack saying that Shawn doesn't care about all the rules of religion and that doesn't he know he shouldn't covet thy neighbour's title? Fuck off, you idiot. I put twat here, actually, and I think that's fine.
Oh, okay.
Out next is the Rabid Wolverine. A no-nonsense look, as always, and when he does make it to the ring, Benoit never takes his eyes off Shawn Michaels. Next out is the World Heavyweight Champion, and Holly, what do you make of this gear?
My first comment is, where's the beard? Obviously. The white boots really threw me off. It's so close, but it's not there.
I remember really liking the contrast between the black trunks and the white boots.
No, it doesn't do it for me.
And to me, this is a distinctive Triple H look. Shows how many times I've seen this match.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, now that I think about it, all 3 of them are wearing what I would consider to be very distinct gear in my memory, and it's probably, like I said, an indication of how many times I've actually seen this main event.
Yeah.
According to King, good guys wear white. The bell sounds and the Heartbreak Kid immediately makes motion towards the champion, but is stopped courtesy of a palm to the chest from his fellow challenger. Shawn shoves Benoit away and begins unloading right hands on the game, only to be thrown down to the floor by Benoit, who takes over on beating down the champion. They switch positions again until a wild swing by Michaels at Benoit sees him taken down to the canvas in a crossface attempt. Michaels rolls through and lands a big knife edge chop, which Benoit returns in kind. A few more land from the crippler, but he eats a knee to the gut, which stops his momentum. Whip is reversed and the Heartbreak Kid is sent face first into Triple H, knocking the champion out of the ring. I like that.
Yeah, I did
Clever.
too.
A series of right hands by Benoit, but Michaels slips out the back of a body slam attempt and takes the Canadian down with a headlock takeover. Head scissors escape by Benoit, but Michaels floats over until both men bridge back to their feet impressively. Bit of a struggle at first.
Yeah, for some reason, it makes it look more impressive to do the half...
Stop.
Oh,
And then
are we going
go
to
the
get
rest
there?
of
Are
the
we
way.
going to get there or
Yep.
not? Yeah, I really liked that.
Yep, agreed. Backslide attempt by Benoit is blocked, and once again Michaels is taken down to the canvas on a wild swing, but avoids the crossface yet again. Cradle pin gets a 2 count for Shawn, but he is quickly preventing himself from being sent overhead on a German suplex attempt. He elbows his way free, but he is still sent overhead with a lovely Northern Light suplex, and the bridging cover that follows gets a count of 2. Clothesline by HBK drops Benoit, but now Triple H is back on the scene, and he levels his former partner with a clothesline as well. Triple H looks to have picked his spot well, as he lands strikes on both men before sending Michaels over the top rope. HBK skins the cat as Benoit begins laying in strikes to the champion, and this time a whip reversal sees Michaels sidestep and send the rabid Wolverine over the top to the floor.
Very good.
Whip from Michaels sends the game to the ropes, and he's sent on the ride as he goes up and over on a back body drop. Couple of strikes in the corner from HBK, but he finds his whip reversed and he runs into a high knee that gets the champion a near fall. From the apron, Benoit lands a couple of shoulders to the midsection of Triple H, but the third attempt sees him blocked with a knee to the face. The game follows him outside and runs him back first into the ring apron, causing Benoit screaming in pain on 2 separate occasions. On the second occurrence, Michaels connects with a baseball slide to the back of Benoit, sending both opponents crashing down to the mats. I like that. Mr. WrestleMania heads to the top rope and connects with a beautiful moonsault to the outside, wiping everybody out. Couldn't have hit that better, I don't think.
Yeah.
Are you in this match at this point? Are you invested?
Oh, I'm invested, yeah.
I thought so.
Fully behind Shawn Michaels.
Of course. HBK is back to his... Did you know who won the match, I assume?
Annoyingly, I did,
Yeah.
because I have seen there's like one, I guess, iconic clip.
Which we haven't got to yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. HBK is back on his feet first and heads back into the ring with a champion who he covers for a count of 2. Big chops land from Michaels, but he ducks too early off a whip and eats a facebuster, but does avoid a pedigree attempt thanks to Benoit making the save with a clothesline. A panicked HBK looks too desperate to... let me start that again. A panicked HBK looks to desperately hold onto the ropes to prevent a German suplex, so Benoit instead drives a series of knees to the ribs before sending Michaels shoulder first into the ring post.
Drink.
Looks like he lands hard too.
Mm-hmm.
The fans begin chanting for the crippler, who shifts his attention to Triple H and delivers a lovely snap suplex. Crisp chops and forearms land in the corner, but Benoit sent sternum first into the buckles on a whip reversal. The champ elevates Benoit and hangs him in the tree of woe before returning to his former partner, who he whips incredibly hard shoulder first into the unprotected midsection of Benoit. Cover on HBK only gets 2. Second attempt to whip sees the move reversed, and Benoit gets the boot up, connecting with Triple H's face. I like that. Still in the tree of woe, of course.
Yeah.
Michaels secures a schoolboy roll-up, but it is not enough for 3. The game and HBK exchange right hands until the champ reverses a whip and takes a flying forearm to the face on off a missed clothesline. Kip up from Michaels, but he is swiftly clotheslined over the top and down to the floor by Benoit. Very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful German suplex to Triple H, but the second is momentarily blocked until the Wolverine delivers clubbing blows to the back, and the third is not far behind it. Back on his feet, Benoit signals that this one is over as he heads to the top rope, but before he can take flight, HBK crotches him on the top turnbuckle. Dick Guillotine?
Yeah, of course.
Thank you. Sweet Chin Music is ducked by Triple H, who plants Michaels into the canvas with a DDT, sending him outside to the floor.
Oh, I love that. Sweet Chin Kisses H is what my phone's changed
Brilliant.
it to.
The game lands a number of right hands on Benoit, who is still sat up top, but the challenger begins to fire back. Only for a moment, though, as Triple H manages to get the better of the exchange. They continue to exchange blows until eventually the champion connects with a superplex from the middle rope. Hook of the leg, and we get 1, 2, no. The game covers on 2 more occasions, but the same result takes place. The rabid Wolverine looks to fire back and whips Triple H to the ropes, but ducks directly into a pedigree attempt. Before the game can lock in the second arm, the challenger shifts position and drags him down to the canvas, looking to apply the crippler crossface. Triple H is fighting like hell to avoid the hold being locked in, but eventually finds himself trapped until Shawn Michaels breaks it up. Wild swing by Benoit sees HBK land a German suplex, and the fans actually begin to boo him as he looks for a second, but they erupt in approval when the Canadian reverses the position and sends Michaels for the ride on 3 separate occasions. Once again, Benoit signals that this one's over as he heads to the top rope and successfully connects with a diving headbutt. Near fall for the Wolverine. Benoit takes a flying forearm to the face that knocks him out of the ring, and all 3 men are now down. HBK kips back to his feet and delivers an inverted atomic drop to the champion before knocking him down with a clothesline. A second clothesline does the same, and the body slam that follows keeps the game down. Michaels heads to the top and scores with a lovely elbow drop, it has to be said. HBK is feeling it as he begins tuning up the band. As JR says, it's the most requested song in the ring right now, and the kick finds its home.
I like that.
Arm over for the cover, but before we get the count of 3, Benoit pulls the champion out of the ring by his leg. Benoit, Benoit, Benoit. Back in the ring, Michaels scores with a series of chops to the chest of Benoit, but his whip is reversed and he goes head over heels in the buckles in the corner. Double leg takedown by the Wolverine, who is looking to apply the sharpshooter, but settles instead for catapulting HBK face first into the ring post. Immediately, blood is pouring down the face of the Heartbreak Kid, and Benoit takes full advantage by landing right hands to the wound.
I can't lie. This did make me nervous because at one point coming, you can see the speed at which this blood is coming out of him. And it just made me feel like this has gone a little bit far.
Do you know how he did it?
I'm assuming he bladed at some point.
Yeah, but you see him hit the ring post. When would he have done it?
I've got no idea.
It was before he was catapulted. He cut himself while he was on the floor, and they just did camera angles to not show the blood until he'd hit that. So it looked like it was an instant impact thing.
Yeah, because I knew obviously it was going to be a blade job, but I couldn't work out when he would have done it.
There's a brief moment where you can kind of see when he would have done it, where it's on his back and it flips him up, and you can just see a bit of red as he's going up. So he's already bleeding.
I see. Thank you.
It's very well done, though. I will say that. Wild left hand by Michael sees him dragged down to the canvas and locks into the crippler crossface. HBK raises his hand to signal his surrender, but Triple H prevents him from doing so and eventually punches the Canadian in the face, causing him to break the hold. On the outside, Benoit prevents himself from going face first into the steel steps and instead sends the champion for the ride. Stiff right hands and chops against the barricade, but the whip is countered and then Benoit hits the steel steps hard. It's time for the SmackDown announce team to move as Triple H begins clearing the monitors, and the image of Michael Cole sitting on the barricade looking terrified will live with me for a while. And now we see the Spanish announce table be half undressed as Benoit looks to fight back. The Wolverine is looking to German suplex the champion from the Spanish announce desk through the Raw announce desk, but the game elbows free. Triple H is looking for the pedigree, but Benoit fights free, and now a bloody and battered Shawn Michaels joins them on the desk. There's an unspoken moment here between the former DX stablemates who in unison agree and suplex Benoit through the SmackDown announce table.
I was waiting, and fear did fill me that there's 3 of them on this one table, and these were like the old school announce tables. I was like, it's going to just collapse.
I think it was reinforced, that one, knowing that they were going through the
yeah.
other. King says that it's safe to say Benoit has now been removed from the equation. Standing in the ring, HBK is screaming at the game to return to the ring so they can settle this feud. Triple H steps up to the challenge and the 2 men begin exchanging right hands that Michaels quickly gets the better of, backing the champion into the corner. They switch positions and Triple H scores with right hands only to be returned back to where he started. Big whip into the buckle sees Triple H go sailing over the top and down to the outside, completely wiping out a cameraman in the process.
Poor cameraman. And I thought it was Hebner that was going to get squished at some point.
Oh, absolutely. And he doesn't at all.
Nope.
JR takes the opportunity to shout that they need an EMT down here for Chris Benoit, who still isn't moving.
Absolutely not. Get one down there for
Sean.
Michaels, yeah.
Face first into the ring post goes Triple H.
Drink.
And, Michael Cole, and Michaels Rose.
Oh.
Face first into the ring post goes Triple H.
And Michaels?
Oh, yeah, Michaels kind of roars, colliding with the camera in the process, and my God, what a state this man looks in. His hair's matted to one side, he's pissing blood.
He looks a little bit like he's just auditioned for Carrie.
Yep, fair.
The film.
Fair. Now Triple H is bleeding, and this one is getting messy. He was obviously able to bleed after hitting the ring post.
Of course.
As long as he had that drink first.
Yeah.
They return to the ring, and HBK is taking some unprotected shots to the head of the champion, but walks directly into a kick to the midsection, and a pedigree drives him into the canvas. Everybody is down, and 2/3 of the combatants are bleeding profusely. Finally, Triple H positions himself to drape an arm for a cover, but at the count of 2, Benoit appears out of nowhere to break it up. Triple H picks Benoit up and is immediately met with chops to the chest, but does manage to position himself for a pedigree, only to be swept to the canvas as the Wolverine successfully applies a sharpshooter in the middle of the ring. Triple H is writhing in agony, and it is a great sell of the hold.
Very.
Fantastic, and it's well applied as well.
Yep.
The champion edges his way to the ropes, but as he is a fingertip away, Benoit pulls him back to the middle of the ring. Rope break surely wouldn't work if there's no disqualification in a triple threat match.
Yeah.
It looks as though the game is about to tap when all of a sudden sweet chin music drops the Wolverine where he stands. Came out of nowhere, you don't see it, looks good.
Mm-hmm.
Slowly, HBK puts his arm over the chest of the Canadian, and we get the 1, 2, no, Benoit kicks out. Benoit. Back in the corner, and Michaels is tuning up the band for a second time, but as he looks to deliver the killing blow, the Wolverine ducks and elevates HBK over the ropes and down to the floor. Very nice.
Yeah.
When Benoit returns his attention to the champion, he takes a kick to the gut, but the last possible second he counters as out of the pedigree and drags Triple H down to the canvas, where he locks in the crippler crossface. The fans are roaring. They want this. They need this. Triple H appears to be fading. When our boy Earl Hebner raises his arm, it doesn't even drop once. Sorry, Holly, you don't get your he's asleep moment. The game looks to roll free, but puts himself further away from the ropes, and with nowhere to go, Triple H pounds the mat in submission. The winner of this match by submission and new World Heavyweight Champion, Chris Benoit. Right.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about this next moment, and then we'll talk about the match overall. A tearful champion raises his arm, almost in disbelief at the culmination of his 18-year journey. JR is doing the Lord's work on commentary, making this feel like a real moment to remember. As Benoit climbs down the buckles, waiting for him in the middle of the ring is one of his best friends, WWE Champion Eddie Guerrero. You don't see him coming in the ring either, you just see him there. Eddie has a tear in his eye, and as he begins to clap for his friend, the two men share a wonderful embrace in the middle of the ring. The two men cry, knowing what each other have gone through to make it to this moment, as the confetti falls from the sky. We head to a highlights package that brings, again, the start of the show with Vince McMahon saying it all begins again, where he walks into a darkened room, and at its conclusion, the show comes to an end. They cut off a bit of footage here, but it's understandable as to why.
Right, okay.
We'll talk about that, and then we'll talk about the match.
Okay.
The footage that they cut out from this, Eddie Guerrero comes out, they have that lovely moment, and for me, that is an all-time wrestling moment for me.
Yes.
Tarnished, obviously, by what came in later years.
Yeah.
I think it's one of Jamie's all-time favourite wrestling moments as well.
Okay.
If he was hungover, he would definitely cry.
Oh.
Which is fine, nothing wrong with that. But that isn't actually how the show originally ends, and I'll have the version on DVD of how it properly ends. After the moment with Eddie, Nancy walks into the ring. Daniel walks into the ring.
Oh, I see.
He picks up his son, crying, hugs them.
Okay.
He hugs Nancy. They did right to remove that footage.
Okay.
And I'm glad they did, because I'd see that.
That's how it ended.
And you just feel the world fall out your ass.
Right.
Seeing that. So I fully get it. But again, that was a lovely moment.
Yeah.
Obviously,
of course,
we know why they can't do that. Does that taint the match for you? Because I'll be honest, I try to look at it just in isolation of the content of this match.
Yeah, I think, well, based on my score, the answer is no. As in...
Okay, it doesn't taint it,
no.
Fine.
Yeah, no, because obviously what happened is horrible. The word horrible doesn't even do it justice, but we're just watching the wrestling side of it. I can't... If I let those things taint every single match, I barely would be able to watch wrestling. Yeah. So, no, I didn't in this instance. I just took it for what it was, which was the match from start to finish.
And safe to say you thought it was a good match?
I did.
How did you score it?
4 out of 5. Wasn't a 5-starer, but
okay.
4 out of 5.
Okay, so what do you think was missing? What was the missing ingredient for you?
Oh, I wish I knew, because it was really good, but there was definitely something, and I don't know. Was it because it was a triple threat? I don't know. I do like a one-on-one. I don't know.
One of my favourite triple threat matches of all time, this.
Yeah, I did really enjoy it. For us still.
Yeah, I thought you might be a little bit higher.
But yeah, I don't know. Something was, and I say I didn't let what happened,
but maybe you did.
Impacted me. Maybe subconsciously I did a little bit. I don't know. I also blame Triple H's beard. If he had the beard, maybe it would have been a 5 too. So
this, like I said, this whole show has a special place in my mental archives because of how much I watched it. But it has been a long time since I've seen this match.
Yeah.
Well, and the show in general, to be fair. But I did debate knocking it down on the fact that the end part is tarnished.
Okay.
And I decided not to do that.
Yeah.
And therefore I gave it 5 stars.
Okay. Yeah.
I love this match.
Yeah.
It's a great match. They work so well together.
Mm-hmm.
It makes Benoit a star, for albeit briefly, because they didn't really do well with him after when he was champion, I don't think.
Right.
And it was just such a wonderful stage to do it on the same night that Eddie's defeating Kurt Angle. They get their moment. I thought, do I knock it down to 4.75 just to kind of almost to punish him, which is a ridiculous thing to even go through your head. I just don't want him to have a 5-star match. And I thought, fuck that. I'm separating the character
of course.
in the wrestling environment. Like we talked about with Hulk Hogan, I'm separating the character from the man when it comes to reviewing this type of stuff. Otherwise, it's nonsense. Because you can find fault, and don't get me wrong, there are a few faults that you can find that are more egregious than this, but you'd find stuff all over the shows. And we can't, or I personally can't justify doing that to myself because it takes the enjoyment out of it for me. So I decided, do you know what? I have to go with my instinct. My instinct is 5 stars. Love the match. For anyone who does 4 stars and above, fine. Anything less than that, unless you've got a real problem with Benoit, which again, understandable, I would question because I think it's such a good match and I feel like it's unilaterally like a good match. Anyone who would watch it would go, oh, that was fun.
Yeah.
Maybe if you don't like the gruesome stuff, okay, sure. Okay. But that easily the best main event so far I think we've seen at WrestleMania.
Okay.
In terms of the match that went on last.
Okay.
Because you've enjoyed, so for example, you've given 5-star matches to the TLC match that we saw, but that wasn't the main event. Yeah. The ladder match between Shawn and Razor got 5 stars.
Yeah.
We've had good matches at WrestleMania, but for a main event, nothing touches this so far, at least.
Okay.
Off the top of my head, I don't know if one is going to beat this.
Well, we'll see, won't we?
We will see, because it's been a while since I've seen a lot of the WrestleManias, but this for me, well, it won't be beaten because it's 5 stars, but will it be equalled? Because it's unparalleled 5 stars. Unparalleled. Nothing else can get 5 stars. Thanks, Taz.
Yeah.
What did you think of the show overall? Because I big this one up. It was a long show.
It was long.
I don't feel like it was a bad long, though, if that makes sense. It felt long, but not necessarily for bad reasons, in my opinion.
Yeah, I feel like we obviously split it into 2. And the second half was so much better than the first half, which, I mean, I gave it 6.5 out of 10, because initially I was like 7.5 easy, and then I rolled back to my scores because it's so easy to effectively forget the first half.
Yep.
And I just made sure I looked through my scores, and I was like, none of these are getting high scores at all until maybe not 2 matches, but there was 2 big ones. And then another one that I enjoyed. And I was like, I can't be justifying over a 7 here for 3 or 2.5 decent matches. So,
funny enough, 7.5 is my score.
Okay.
Because the matches that I really liked did so well that it eclipsed the stuff that was less than great. There was nothing on there that I saw and went, this is the drizzling shits. I mean, the women's match between Stacey Keibler, Tori and Sable and stuff like that wasn't even as bad as I thought it was going to be from memory. It wasn't good.
No.
Kane and The Undertaker wasn't good, but it was short. It was fine. Women's title match, action was all right. Yeah. Even the Brock Lesnar-Goldberg match, which kind of disappointed, was still, it's fine. But the good stuff was so good. There was not one thing that I saw on this show from memory that I went, this is fucking horrendous, I'm angry.
Okay.
So I didn't have that in the back of my head. So 7.5 is actually my score for this show.
Okay.
We've kind of danced around it a little bit in the second part, talking about, what people are wearing, what you liked, what you didn't like. But it's now time for everybody's favourite part of any Win Twice review, and that is Holly's outfit of the night. How many contenders do we have?
Right, let's tot them up, shall we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I'll throw a couple of names out there quickly.
Sure.
We'll go Ultimo Dragon.
Yes.
We'll go Rey Mysterio.
Yes.
We will go Shawn Michaels.
Yes.
And then I'm done guessing.
Okay.
Kurt Angle.
Yes. Right, so in order of when I saw them, because that is how this works.
Absolutely.
John Cena. I have waited.
Yeah, okay.
I have waited for this Cena. The jersey, the jorts, the pump, the padlock chain. This is the Cena that I've been waiting for. Bloody brilliant. La Resistance.
Oh, the jackets.
Really nice, and it's kind of like it gives like a military vibe as well. I really liked that.
Oh, okay, because the shoulder bits.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I get what you're saying.
Liked that. We've seen them before, and I've not put them in, and then I put them in this time because I was like, it's just an iconic look.
Torrie Wilson.
Dudley Boys.
Oh, okay, fine.
It's so basic, but it's them, isn't it? You'd know who it was just by the outfits.
Yep. Christian.
Ric Flair.
Wow. Robe again.
Uh-huh.
A robe will carry you a long way in Holly's scoring.
Especially when it's like, this one's so
It's red
regal.
and goldy, is it?
Yeah. Christian was in here, but I haven't written down what on earth he's wearing, and I couldn't remember.
The white, long trousers.
Oh, it was that.
Short hair.
Yeah, I like.
So he's in the fine wine face, but he had
Christian.
and he had the jacket on that he came to the ring in.
Yeah.
But it was the white long trousers, and I agree. I think he's up
Yeah.
there. I like Jericho's outfit apart from the sideburns.
But you know what? I didn't include him in the 8 because I didn't write it down.
Okay,
so
fine.
I was not included. Yeah, Rey Mysterio with the red and yellow
Flash gear.
Exactly. Really liked that. Ultimo Dragon, the gold like holographic gear.
Yeah,
really,
okay.
Really like that. Kurt Angle, very Captain America.
Yes.
Very. So good. And HBK. The chainmail waistcoat, the chaps, the red pants with the hearts all over.
Okay.
Genius.
I'm going to say that it's between... I can tell you, I think, who the top 3 will be.
Okay.
Rey Mysterio, Ultimo Dragon, and Shawn Michaels.
Okay.
Not necessarily in that order. I think you would have... I'm going to say take Rey Mysterio out, and I think it's between the other two. I think there's a chance you landed on Shawn, but I think Ultimo Dragon would have so impressed you with that gear that you might have had to give it to him.
He was my second pick.
Shawn Michaels number 1.
No.
Oh, Ray!
John Cena.
Oh, it's not even in top 3. Love that.
Only because this is the Cena that I've been waiting for, and that look and gimmick for him, like perfect. Love it.
And when we next come back to the March Through the Manias, that might be a very big WrestleMania for Mr. John Cena.
Oh, okay.
That might be, let's say, his breakout moment in terms of becoming main event superstar.
Oh, okay.
So that will be when WrestleMania goes Hollywood, of course, which we are not quite there yet.
No.
Can you share, please, the socials for the lovely listeners?
Of course I can. wintwicepod@gmail.com and Instagram and YouTube as wintwicepod.
And yep, send in show suggestions or your thoughts on shows that we've covered in terms of not necessarily how we've reviewed them, but your thoughts on the actual pay-per-view. I mean, you can do if you like.
I mean, you can, but
I mean, most people do.
Difference.
Some people do on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, and then just let us know your thoughts on the shows as well, because like I said, any good ones there, I'll obviously read them out going forward. Although, having said that, I didn't check to see if we had any before this one, so we might have something that I've missed, so apologies if that's the case.
Just to say, the person that you sent me the message from the other day, hey, that was really nice. Someone suggesting I watch something.
Yes.
To give me a bit of insight. I really liked that.
Yeah, it was a
match
between Ernie Ladd and a very young Terry Gordy. I thought that was really helpful.
Some suggestions.
I said I'd pass it on to Holly, and I did, and it was well received. So thank you very much for that. It's always nice to see that kind of interaction.
Absolutely.
I've enjoyed this.
Yeah.
But it's been, like I said, we're kind of in a every other week situation because, so it's a bit of background. Holly's recently changed job and she has to travel a lot for that job. So it's difficult to pin down. And also it's kind of holiday season. So I'm away. I can't do next weekend and then I'm away for the beginning of the week. But I will endeavour to have watched stuff for the following weekend so we can hopefully pencil something in then. But don't worry, it is not going anywhere. Just might be short term, a little bit more sporadic whilst we go through general life bits and general life admin, as you would say. I've enjoyed it. Have you?
me too. I had a lovely time.
Always have a lovely time. Hopefully you guys and girls have enjoyed it as well. We'll be back on the March Through the Manias at some point. We're not going straight into it, so hold your breath on that. So we've got another show lined up, which we will maybe share on the socials. Sometimes we do that. Oftentimes we don't, Holly. But that's fine.
I don't remember what it is, so that's why we don't.
We'll talk about it off camera. I was about to say.
Where's the camera?
We'll talk it AF. We'll go AFK, away from keyboard. Just in case you didn't know what that was.
Thank you.
It's alright, it's a geeky term. But yeah, hopefully you have all enjoyed it as well. And until the next one, take care.
Bye.
Until next time, this has been a Win Twice Wrestling production. Peace out.